Hey, I think we're live. What's up, ATF Media? Chubby Honker. All right, buddy. Sounds good. What a way to get started. Well, welcome to the stream. Good morning, Grace. Speaking of Grace, Grace, in a true classic wrestling move, went 1 versus 3 against Ruby, Ava, and one of the Lol Cow Live people. I can't remember what her name is, but that was interesting. I don't know that anybody came out of that with a W, but it was interesting to watch. Then there was like a marathon Dalmatian dog lol cow reject stream. I popped in off and on. I heard Get Crack was going like in depth about there's a segment I want to go back in and clip it if I can find it. It's Get Crack for me talking about the compliments he receives on his voices. I thought that, or on his voice. I thought that was kind of a fun segment. Bethadone is back. She's got a crazy thumbnail. Hey, what's up, F Wood? The thumbnail on her new video is basically right up the right up right up the box highway. What a thumbnail. But yeah, I think that's it for the Jedi are getting ready. Joey's getting ready to leave to go to New York. They've been streaming, doing the nunchucks, all that kind of fun stuff. On this channel, we got more, even more taste tests. So we're about to run out though, so it'll be a little. There'll be a brief respite on the taste test probably, and then I got a Gordon Ramsay, the new Gordon Ramsay that was on a couple days ago. I got that finally done, but today we've got classic wrestling, and if we get there, if we have time. I think we run into Manny Fernandez. He might be in an episode before, but I think he's in the thumbnail 2 episodes from now. So I'm like super excited to see Manny Fernandez. But yeah, I think that's it. Is that all the news I have? Yeah, I think that's all the news I have right now. All right, let's get going with Championship Wrestling, or CWA Championship Wrestling from Memphis. This is as seen by the Evansville, Indiana audience. And this is from October 17th, 1987. So like we're heading into like we're wrapping up another year of Memphis wrestling. This is crazy. All right, let's go.
Our opening match today, single match with Tracy Smothers coming in here in a single match. Bobby Jaggers will be along a little bit later on.
Bobby Jaggers. Oh, I keep forgetting he's here now.
Carl Fergie. Jeff Jarrett will be teamed with Billy Travis in a match later on today. And that's not all. Southern tag team titles will be on the line. It'll be Rock and Roll RPM's Mike Davis and Tommy Lane going against the
You watched him oh.
Nasty Boys. Brian Hobbs and Jerry Savage.
Yowza, we know what happened the last time that they got together.
I thought for a second, I read that. I didn't read that as Jim Crockett. I read it as Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
I got to tell you, Dave, in addition to that, and you got some great matches lined up there, we have
I love Manny Fernandez. I think he's great.
One of the most unusual events that I believe I have ever heard of in my entire life in wrestling, and that is where champions have challenged the challengers, not the other way around. That we'll be talking about.
Okay.
We'll be talking about a sensational double go for the gold for Lawler and Dundee. In addition to that, we'll bring you up to date on what happened
I was like,
in the action with Jeff
did
Jarrett
Wahoo wrestle
and
for the
Kurt
Clowns?
Hennig. Boy, some great action match right there. And all in all, you guys are later. Hey.
Oh, here we
The
go.
match is not scheduled now. It comes up later.
I need to go get a drink, but I don't want to miss this.
We're coming out here because
Oh my God, these outfits.
somebody's trying to put the shaft to it. We should be the World Tag Team Champions right now. We should be the ones getting a title shot, not Lawler and Dundee, not either one of them.
You've got a Southern Tag title match
We don't
today.
care about the Southern Tag Team titles. We care about the world titles. We should be in the ring as world champions right now. But that little squirt Jeff Jarrett cost us our chance last week. You know, so we should be it. And we're not even number
Little
2.
squirt.
The other 2 Munchkins are the number 2 team to go in for the world titles. I don't understand it.
Listen, I hear what you're saying. There's another time we can talk about it. You may have a legitimate gripe, or you may not have.
Talk about
No,
it right now.
I
We
tell
got
you
a
what.
point to get across, and we're going to get it across, Lance Russell, if we have to stay out here all day
No. You've got a match coming up. We've got business to take care of here. So if you guys will just get out of here, we are going to
Hit
get
the
on
road,
with
buddy.
the program. We'll call you when it's time to come back out here. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break now. I don't care what you guys do. We got a program to do. Let's take a be in the ring here in just
I've got to remember my arrows.
Tracy Smothers. And Tracy, a little more of a smile on the face these days. You're looking better and things are happening.
The Bozo show was amazing. Oh my God.
Happened in that time, and I've had some bad things happen. I guess the worst thing that has happened.
I actually have 5 or 6 full episodes from back in the day in my stream dossier.
As you can see, my tag team partner Steve Armstrong is not with me. Just the other night in Evansville, hit his shoulder dislocated by bad.
Who's this guy back here? Do you see him? This guy working out back here? That's kind of cool.
Company in the Black Prince. You know, that happens. It looks like he's going to be out about 6 weeks. I'm not sure.
Fart in their top hats. What's up, Deninsky?
Yeah, that's what I was told. The competition here is heating up. I'm ready to get back to stat right in the middle of it. It's getting tougher all the time. I'm ready to sink my teeth.
I hear the music.
Go for some title shots, right?
Don't want to run you off, Trace. Good luck to you in the ring. And Tracy Smothers.
Babyface Fire coming out.
Half of that wild-eyed Southern boy team. Tracy Smothers steps up.
Oh no, he's taking on the Black Billy Jack Haynes. What's up, Wrestle Plunge?
That should be the World Tag Team Champions right now, but 2 geeks is getting a shot. They cheated us out of it, and we want to know why we ain't going to get it. That's my chair.
The referee calls for the bell there, and we are set to go.
You know something, Russell? We're out here trying to make a point. Where is that Lawler? Where's Dundee? If they come out here today, we're just going to tear them up right here on TV.
I never know if it's appropriate to say Billy Black Haynes. I mean, it's funny and it makes sense, but I don't know if that's allowed. But it's what he is. He dresses just like him. We're used to anyway. He needs the hat.
You guys get off the case. We think we understand what you're saying in there.
Stay out here till we get our point across.
All right, Dave.
Black, nobody wants to
Who were the...
so we're just out here trying to make a
Tracy brought it into...
to get everybody else to
They had it in Smoky
Everybody
Mountain.
has heard what you had to say. Now, if you wait till the Southern Tag bout comes up.
When was the last like major Confederate flag type character? Hey, what's up, Rick?
That punk Jeff Jarrett, who's going to get his butt kicked today. Right here, baby. Jeff Jarrett's going to get it, and so's Lawler and Dundee. We're going to prove a point that the RPMs are #1.
Well, you're sitting here making all kind of excuses of why you don't have the title shot.
Does it keep up with the Thorpes? Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett.
I'm a little more like multi-focused now, but I definitely keep up with like what they're doing. Hey, Jeremy.
Don't have any right to the title.
Boom! Man, right on his butt, dude. Ooh, he popped right back up.
Off a little bit. Take your time to get back out here and wrestle when it's time to
Take a powder.
Okay, Tommy. Will you give me a break? We got a match in the ring here, and you guys, all you want to talk about is your problem.
That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna watch over in this corner. There's some stuff going on with the security guards. Let's see if we can try to get some kind of idea what's happening here. Does he take something from somebody? Watch the guy here. He gives him a note or something, and he pulls the curtain. And he goes over and talks to the fans, tells them to something. I can't tell. We'll never know. Yeah, he had the patch on his outfit, right? That could be it.
But you know who cost it.
Yeah.
You know who cost it.
Yeah, I know it all. Tracy Smothers.
what's his name? Drake. What's that guy's name? He used to be a referee for WWE. He was a deathmatch guy. Drake Wirtz. He and Necro did the kind of a MAGA thing, but I think that's a different vibe. Different gimmick. My sunglasses are terrible. I mean, I don't know that they don't do much. They're making content. I'm just not like a huge fan of like the collabs they're doing right now. But they're still putting in work. It's just kind of a different vibe. Well, no, it's not Clash. It's Cross of Titans. What's up, as a matter of law? Passing a note to her boyfriend, Bill Dundee. In the ring? No, that's Tracy Smothers. We had Shawn Michaels earlier in the year, though, in '87, with the Rockers. Look at these. Oh, man, these are the best outfits.
We've got a break coming up here. We've been doing nothing but listening to you since the program started. Yeah, we're going to take time out. But we'll see if we can get rid of these guys while we're on the break. You guys.
Wow. All they could have done, and they picked that.
Okay, action. By golly, we got plenty of it.
I don't know that. I mean, I don't think they fell off. That it caused them to fall off. I think that it created a shift in the Thorpe mentality that they wanted to. They were driven to replicate what they had done with Keemstar and them with other people. You know what I mean? It just seemed like they had their content. It like switched it flipped a switch for what they wanted to do with their content.
We're going to be right into it in a moment. Wednesday, talking about action. Can you believe this? Listen to the main event of the full card. 6-man tag match.
Look at this.
One side of the ring, you have got
Here's the thumbnail.
You've got the Prince, you got King Carl, you got Singing Donnie, and on the other side of the ring, the King, Superstar, and Steve Kern.
The King is right there, Carl Fergie.
Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee could whoop the commission, so they went out and got this goof, Steve Kern.
Yeah, to even it up.
Hold on.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, does he look more detailed than normal here? Don Bass? I feel like he looks like way more. I feel like before, maybe this tape is just clearer or something. I feel like I see more of detail on Don Bass than I've ever seen before.
You stuck your nose in where it shouldn't be. We're going to leave you just like...
Oh, hey, what's up, Vinny? I'm getting your, you're going to be in tomorrow's show, man. You're going to be, it's going to be the one where you go to the library and McDonald's.
We did Lawler and Dundee last week, brother.
Yeah, you'll have to probably end up handling Steve Kern.
Hey, Steve Kern is gravy work compared to some of the stuff that I've been...
Crazy work. He said it
Steve Kern
again.
will be handled. Don't worry about that.
That's right. Bringing Steve Kern up from Florida done beat a lot of people. That don't
Hey,
matter
it's
to
me.
us, boy. Let's say to be the best, you got to beat the best, and we already did that, and we're going to beat you too, Kern, as soon as you get to town.
Well, you
As soon as you
probably
get to
will
town,
remember
man,
a little
I'm
action
whooping
that
that
took place
ass.
in Evansville, not too very long ago.
Last time they went running out the door. This time we're going to have...
Am I crazy to think that like that crazy work wasn't a? I don't remember people saying crazy work back in. Maybe it was a Southern thing. Because this is like '87. And he's saying crazy work.
Somebody blocking the door so they...
No, I mean I can, but I can't do it live. I'd have to watch it alone or stream it on Twitch and then put the VOD up here, and then they would copyright claim it. But at least I could put it up. But no, they'll take a live stream down pretty quick. We've tried it numerous times.
They can't get away and take their whipping like me.
They go back and claim, like, I think yesterday I had one come up. They claimed 3 seconds of AWA footage where I didn't skip fast enough on one of these Memphis streams. So YouTube thinks it's okay for 3 seconds of footage that they can take, that not only take the revenue from the video, but they can put like fucking 50 mid-roll ads in. I hate that shit. I took out the AWA footage. I'm tired of the all the bullshit.
Oh, I I want to see this. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Can I tell you? These three right here, the commission.
Like 3 seconds and you get the whole stream? Like, come on.
Bill Dundee, Steve Kern, that plus a lot more coming up on that big card Wednesday night.
We'll never know what that guy had to say. Oh boy, Bobby Jaggers. I'm going to run and get a drink real quick.
All right, one fall, 10-minute time limit match. In the ring right now, 204 pounds out of Memphis, Tennessee, it's Ed Maddox. And going against him from Kansas City, Kansas, 275 pounds, it's the Hangman, Bobby Jaggers. This will be a one fall, 10-minute time limit match. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
The two world champions, Lance. Huh?
Two world champions.
That's right.
As far as I know, you don't even have a championship match coming up, and you're sitting out here talking about...
We should have had a championship match coming up. We should be the World Tag Team Champions right now. But no, they're going to give it to Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Lawler and Dundee. They're going to get the title shot when we ought to be getting the title shot. All because of that dead-blasted pup, Jeff Jarrett.
Yep.
Oh, they copyright anything, man, unfortunately.
4 different times already since the program started. Bobby Jaggers drops down with the leg across the neck of Ed Maddox, and I can tell you...
Ed Maddox.
Turn around here and talk to us.
Will you let us please pay attention to what's happening in the ring out there, Tommy?
Pay attention to us, Lance, because we got something we got to say.
We got some things we're going to take care of, and like I said...
Everybody loves BJ, true.
Little brother, we're going to stay out here all day until we take care of it.
Well,
Yeah, only Jim Neihart gave the estate of Jim Neihart gave me permission. And when they gave it to me, they did the beard stroke like the anvil and laughed in my face.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the
He's
case.
going to get his today.
Bobby Jaggers.
Lawler and Dundee right here on TV today, too.
That's in case you just...
It comes out here, Lance, that we don't want to see out here. We're going to take care of business. You can bank on that.
In case you just...
I remember the last one, he like almost killed him.
Mike Davis, who had set up camp. I think
Hey, Matt, what's up, man? I love studio wrestling.
Or something like that. Okay, Bobby Jaggers, the Hangman, making it a rough day.
Bobby Jaggers, this is what peak male performance looks like. If, you know, you might not like it, but
Where's Jarrett? Where's Lawler and Dundee? We want to kick some rear ends
that's
out here
it.
today, and nobody will come out here and show up.
Masculine hairstyle and everything.
Bobby Jaggers,
You guys just stay there. I got
controlling the
business
match.
to take care of now. Don't be coming around here and starting to interfere and everything else. Bobby Jaggers ends up
You know, let me tell you something, Lance Russell. I didn't get off the last riverboat, Daddy.
This is what wrestlers, in my mind, when I think of pro wrestlers, I think of guys that look like Bobby Jaggers. I don't really think about like Lex Luger or Hulk Hogan as like a
That is going to stop.
default wrestler. I think of these kind of guys.
Because, Daddy, I am the challenger for all titles. And I'm the man that can take anyone I want. But let me tell you something. You know,
That's what I'm going to look like if I keep doing these taste tests.
Mid-America title. Now, I'm from Kansas. And in Kansas, we do things as men. Nothing behind nobody's back. Straightforward. So, Lawler, Memphis, Tennessee, and Jeff Jarrett, you look at me. Lawler's going to come to you and I.
Oh yeah, I love Dark Side of the Ring.
It is gonna
I
come
can't
to
find
you
the
and
new
I.
ones though. They're doing a good job of
Harder
keeping
than
them
you
off.
ever imagined.
Greg Valentine, yeah,
Remember
totally.
one thing, Jeff Jarrett. I am your living nightmare.
Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin.
One thing. You go out and you beat Jeff Jarrett. You beat his partners. But don't you harm a hair on his head until he gets in the ring with me.
Blue
Now,
collar
I'll tell you something, Jarrett.
wrestling.
I'm going to be like
When
that
it belonged to
Bobby
the people.
Until you say in the match. I'm going to tuck you in at night. I'm going to make sure you eat. I'm going to make sure you sleep. And then I'm going to beat you, boy.
Hangman Bobby Jaggers.
Like you maybe, if you didn't have much money, you couldn't go to every show that was in your area, especially since they ran weekly. But like I feel like you could take your family to wrestling back then. I think even in the 80s, it feels like you could take your family to wrestling. Like at least every once in a while. Like now I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people are like priced out of going to a live show.
Boy, everybody feels like they've been mistreated.
A lot of wrestlers in the
Nobody gets
independents look like
title
that.
shots they should have. You have
Tommy
been
Lane had let
mistreated.
himself
Well,
go.
I'll tell you what.
We're not going to be lied to and abused no more.
I remember a couple of
Would he not kind of fit in as a third rock and roll RPM? Who are, by the way, the original rock and roll tag team. Manic Mike, Tommy Lane, the rock and roll RPMs.
guys that I'll tell you one thing. They went out and took it the way it came. They got in there, they beat you or they got beat. They didn't get beat very often. I'm talking about Steve Kern and the Fabulous One. Let's do a little
Oh, here we go. Well, no, not Wings. Have you been following Wings? It's me. I'm really enjoying the clips. I don't like his stream, but I love the Lummox clips. I felt so bad for Grace. They kept asking her last night to name one friend. I felt terrible about it. It was so mean. Like this three women yelling at one girl to say to name one friend. Yeah, breaking banquet. Whoops. I clipped the Ruby's interview with TJ Yao, the internet exorcist, too. I'll put that up today. Wings and Boogie are your current world tag champs? Wow. Oh, WCW.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's heading back this way, Dave. I think a lot of
Skinner.
I want to know why you're out here showing old stuff. We're out here. We've got a big injustice that has been done to us.
Vince was like,
and
oh,
you're
he lives in
doing
Florida,
nothing
huh?
about it.
He likes to
What's
hunt.
the deal, huh?
I'll tell you what
Let's
the
make
deal
him
is.
Skinner.
I think we
Yeah.
understand you have been treated wrong. We understand that. Now, if you just go back to your matches coming up, we'd be backing out. We're going to come back here in
You
just a
don't
moment.
understand, Lex. We do.
Darkside Phil honestly is on kind of a good run too as far as like clip quality. I don't know about the streams. I got probably bad as always, but
Smothers opens up against Dr. D.
the clips have been really good from Duty and Snort Hogan.
You'll be seeing Hector Guerrero going against John Paul in that match.
There's no one,
Hangman Bobby Jagger's facing the Soul Man.
maybe ever, there maybe has never been a more entitled person to live than Darkside Phil. I mean, I'm convinced of it at this point. The idea that he thinks, well, I mean, I guess they have to an extent, but like to show up every day and expect $150 from the people who watch your show, to me, is just crazy. Especially when you have 100 viewers, like that's nuts.
And Rocky Johnson, is that going to be a...
Not to like shoot for it, not to be like, oh, I hope we get 150, but to be like, if we get anything less than this, like, you guys have really shit the bed.
battle and a half, and then listen to this. Jeff Jarrett,
Opinion on
Billy
CM
Graham.
Punk, I hate him as a person. I think he's a douchebag. But as a wrestler, you can't argue it. I mean, he's had so many great moments. I mean, as far as wrestling now, I don't know. He seems kind of slow, and he seems like his age, I guess. But as a career though, I think it's hard to argue against him. He'll definitely be a Hall of Famer. Which doesn't mean much, but you know.
Against the rock and roll RPMs after all the conversation that's happened on this particular program, and
then like his reward, right? If you show up and you donate $150 every day for like some crazy number of days in a row, the reward for it is that like he'll go get a cheap meal and eat it on stream. How is that a fucking reward? Like I don't. My brain hurts over Darkside Phil. It's why I like the Jedi and the Thorpes and Ruby and Bethadone. Like there's hardly any like. The level of e-begging is so low, especially when you compare it to like Wings and DSP.
Finally, six-man tag match. Don Bass, King Carl Fergie, and the Prince will be going against Jerry the King Lawler, the superstar Bill Dundee, and the third man on their side is going to be tough Steve Kern. All of that comes about the Coliseum Wednesday in Evansville.
Set to go with tag team action, 1 fall, 10-minute time.
Carl Fergie's with a K.
96 pounds from Arkansas. William the Freezer Thompson.
William the Freezer Thompson is back. Stream favorite Ron Paul. Oh, John, sorry. John Paul, not Ron Paul.
The Black Prince in their corner.
It's me, Darkside Phil can't pet goats. The detractors would come to the petting zoo and steal the tire off of his car. Yeah, I know who Lynx is.
So just take it easy. Your match will be coming up.
There's a stall here. We don't want to stall. You're stalling for time. You're stalling for time, and we're not going to put up with it.
We've got this match coming up. We've got Jeff Jarrett's match. It'll be
Don Bass. He'd be a good action figure.
You heard what Eddie Marlin said. You better be on your P's and Q's.
We want to go, didn't we, huh?
Oh, yeah, you sure ran them off. Boy, oh, boy. John Paul in there takes a shot at King Carl. The tag goes out to William the Thompson. William the Freeze. Can you say that, please? These guys have got me just a little bit
Understandable with rock and roll RPMs out here interrupting in every turn.
Stall some more, Russell. Stall some more. Trying to get us to have a title shot today.
I don't know much about her. The only content I've ever seen of Lynx is when she was on RTU and her interactions with Grace. That's it. I don't know anything else about it. I don't know anything else about her.
We are looking forward.
I went to her stream a couple times, a long time, maybe like a year ago, or whenever she was on, when Queens first was getting going, or when she first got involved with Lol Cow Live, and I didn't really understand it. It just looked like she was just like painting statues.
To the title shot out here.
So I don't know much about her.
Yeah, for some reason I just don't believe that.
King Carl with a cover count is 3, and King Carl has just pinned William the Freezer Thompson.
Rick looks like a Neo from The Matrix with his jacket on, I think.
The Black Prince with their hands raised.
Okay, tell you what we're gonna do right
The
now.
Savoldi Wrestling Library. Is it on? Is that a YouTube channel?
We're gonna
Oxygen,
take a
love
little
it.
bit of footage together and see
Love it.
exactly what the King and the Superstar look like. Here they are.
I want to borrow a little
Oh,
statement that
boy,
you
here we
use
go.
all the time.
He's had 3 broken necks.
It's he who laughs last, laughs best, because I want to tell you something. I am not a stinking little pencil neck wimp like you and Jimmy Hart and Andy Kaufman. You see, it takes more than
Oh,
a
is this an
couple of
old
bucks
interview?
like the assassin to put me in the hospital.
Oh my god. The King of Pop gonna hit me for sure. I better mute it for a couple segments. Sorry, I just feel like Michael Jackson is risking it. I feel like that's one that would get clipped. I would love to see ICW stuff. I'm open to literally watching any wrestling. I don't give a shit what era it's from. If there was a company that was currently running that would give me permission, we could watch a newer promotion week by week. I'm pretty much down for anything wrestling wise. Except maybe the Dick the Bruiser Ohio company. That seemed kind of, or Indiana, whatever we watched, that was kind of boring. She declined you? Wow.
But there you saw him, the king and the superstar. Not a bad-looking couple of tough guys, that's all.
Video, huh?
Well,
Two jigs of past history, too.
Yeah. Well, the RPMs we will be seeing live, maybe, if they'll stick around here and get ready for the ring.
Bruiser Bedlam.
We've got one more match coming up with Jeff Jarrett, and we'll be back to it. We're going to take time out, and we're going to be back in just...
It's me. The Freezer.
In the program, we want to bring you up to date and show you a little bit of the action that took place between Jeff Jarrett and the World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Hennig.
We can't watch the AWA stuff, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to try to use my arrows. We're going to get through this.
Jeff may not consider this his greatest day because he did not win the world title, but let me tell you, he stayed in there. The match went 21 minutes and 15 seconds, and he showed everybody that he can go in world-class competition.
Count, Lance.
What was the betting one?
No, it was what they call a moral victory, which still goes in the rule
Yeah,
book
we saw,
and the record books as a loss.
We watched, I think, 2 or 3 episodes of it one day, and Steiner was on there. He still had his old name, though.
Yeah, well, let's take a look and see how all of it took about.
His real name, I guess. Yeah, sorry. Well, hold on. As long as it doesn't have the AWA logo visible, you know what I mean? Or any of their production elements, I think we're good. But man, they fucking hit me for everything if it's got anything, any of the... The technical, like, crispness of that match. Boy, I guess. Oh, Billy Travis. Yes. We did see one ad. I think it was on the last stream for the Jarrett poster. The thirst trap one. Wow, that Billy Travis pretty much went right past that rap.
You better remember, you got a match scheduled coming up there. Dave, let's go
124 pounds with their manager.
Rough and ready. Come on.
And going against them at a total of 438 pounds out of Lexington, Kentucky, Billy Travis. And from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Jeff Jarrett. 1 ball, 10-minute time limit.
Say goodbye to Jeff Jarrett. Say goodbye to him because we're going to take care of him once and for all right here today. His career is going to be over.
You just better stay right where
What if
you
Rough
are.
and Ready win
In the
because of
ring alone.
interference?
You got
Can you
enough action
imagine?
coming up here in a little bit with the Nasty Boys for the Southern Tag title. Billy Travis out.
It's Ready starting for his team against Billy Travis. Travis with a standing wrist lock. Hair
Ooh,
pulling
wow.
by Ready. Referee trying to get in between them because Billy came after him with a doubled-up fist. After that
Here comes Billy to break out his move set from that he uses the like similar to Vader.
What's he doing hitting the guy on the outside of the ring? He wasn't doing nothing. Why's he hitting the guy on the outside of the ring? Oh, we just...
Maybe they've been watching you guys and learned some tricks from you guys. That's the only thing I can say about that. Billy Travis still in there going at it. Rock and roll RPM standing here, biding their time as Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis are out.
We're waiting for Jarrett to get in the ring so we can finish him.
They want to wait till he's the legal man in the ring. Here we go. Billy Travis flying through the air and drops down with that big leg.
No, people always talk about it on these streams though.
Now whether it was his throat or across his chest.
The child support arrest.
That may wrap it up right there.
We need that weird sidewalk slam that he does.
Shot with a forearm from Billy Travis. Bang! Into the head. Into the turnbuckle goes the head.
Billy Travis really working on Rough and Ready here.
That was in the wrong part of town.
Make a tag. This is Rough coming in officially now. His head goes into the turnbuckle. Boss winners screaming. Hey, did you see what he did?
Else, man. You don't have nothing to say about that, oh, do you, huh?
He didn't hit him with his fist. He caught him with a broad arm. The referee was looking right at him.
How come we never know anything about Rough and Ready's manager?
Rough staggers up on one knee, fires a right fist to the midsection.
What if it was a time traveler that didn't want to be known?
In the ring, Russell, soon as he gets
Backdrop by Billy Travis. Rough and Ready.
We want him to be at the advantage. We want him in the
trouble.
ring looking us face to face when we do it.
Yeah, well, you guys just better stay right where you are and don't make one move toward that ring over there. That's the only thing I can suggest to you. Jeff Jarrett from outside the rope.
From the outside, what do you call that, huh?
Well, it is not legal. That's for a living fact, but that isn't the first time anybody's ever done anything that wasn't
Oh
legal.
my God.
Additional commentary by the Rock and Roll RPM.
God bless the rock and roll RPMs. Nice.
Again, Billy Travis dropped him down.
Come on, this is going on too long. Wrap it up. I mean, this is Rough and Ready. It makes them look bad to keep the match going, in my opinion.
Well, there's a tag. Here he comes. Jeff Jarrett makes the tag. Beautiful drop kick. Grabs him 1, 2, 3.
Wow, Jarrett comes in and gets one move and takes the win, takes the pin.
Okay. Come on. Hey, come on now. We don't need it. They got a match scheduled. You guys just won your match. They want to make it all legal. They want to make it.
Look at all that peroxide. Losers have to go back to their natural hair color.
Tell you what you better do. You better head back to the dressing room and wait. Your match is coming up.
Oh boy, Eddie Marlin, here we go.
Y'all get back there.
What?
Don't start nothing.
Are you talking about Beth Adone's new new thumbnail, Pepe? Top hat hair, yeah. Yeah, they both do pretty bad. I just noticed that. That's really funny. Look at Maniac Mike's hair. Oh my God.
Coming up next.
Wait a minute, Russell. You know, you've been showing everybody's videos around here. Why don't you look back through the record book and find out how that boy right there not only cost us the Southern title, but he cost us a world title.
Hey, listen. We figured that. We asked them a little bit ago to see if they could get that tape ready, and if the tape is ready...
Oh, yeah, getting the red in it for
All right,
sure.
let's take a look. This is the big incident that the Rock and Roll RPM are talking about, Jeff Jarrett. Here it is. Happened right here.
Look out. Oh, no. Bobby Jaggers. Bobby Jaggers.
I remember when he pulled the tights like that.
While the referee is down, and he didn't see him.
Here's Jeff Jarrett. Jeff coming in. He drop kicks Mike Davis and says, hey, referee, look at this. Count of 1, 2, 3. Well, a strange turn of events at the end, but we have new Southern Tag Team Champions.
They've had a pretty good run so far. I've really enjoyed it.
All the interference. Not just Jeff Jarrett.
You saw
Bobby
the
Jaggers.
You saw what happened, Russell. There is no way. Why don't the AWA officials look at this? No, they're not going to do it. Because they're going to give it to
Coming
Jeff.
up in there. Let's take time out.
Let's just get it out.
Yeah, make sure we slow-mo the conversation.
Now, you thought you'd seen all the action there was to see from Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler going against Don Bass and King Carl Fergie. No, wrong. Wednesday
You're gonna
night,
watch it again.
Six-man, Prince will be on their side, which he always is, and the third man with Lawler and Dundee. Steve
Oh,
Kearns.
boy,
Steve,
look at
welcome
this
back, buddy.
crew.
We are delighted to see you.
Thanks, Lance. You know, I got a smile on my face, but I'm taking this pretty serious. I'm just so glad to be back up here in Evansville and see all these great fans again. But it's an honor to be called by Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee, and I know that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to hold up my end of it for them.
I know that, too.
We can guarantee you that because he's done that a long
They
time.
were
Let me
around.
tell you something.
We got like a tease of them. They showed a bunch of videos for them, and I don't think they actually ever showed up on TV, but I think they were announced for a couple circuit shows, but I don't think we've actually seen them yet on Memphis TV.
Brickhouse Brown, I don't mind getting beat, but when it takes three of you to beat on two, that's a whole different story. Well, this week, Jack, it's 3-on-3.
That may have them running for the exit.
Well, that's the key word, Lance. Everybody realizes and everybody knows about all the battles and all the fights that Bill and I have had against those three jerks up there in Evansville. Now,
The three
supposedly
jerks.
was supposed to be between Bill and I and Fergie and Bass, with Brickhouse as the manager on the outside of the ring. But as soon as the bell rang, each one of those matches, he was right in the middle of things. And last week, just like Bill said, it took
Maybe
the
we'll
three
get
of
that
them,
shortly
but they got a
then.
win over us. And that don't set too well with us.
maybe
So we
we'll
went and
lose
made
the
ourselves a little
nasties, but
phone
we'll get the
call,
Midnight
and we talked to the
Rockers.
fabulous one right there, Steve Kern, and he was more than glad to come up here. And what that means now this week, this Wednesday night, right there in Evansville, it's not going to be 3-on-2. It's going to be 3-on-3. And I can assure you, gentlemen, you are looking at three men right here who love to fight.
Bill
We're not
Dundee
coming to
looks like a
wrestle,
guy that
we're
went down to
coming
meet his
fight,
kid's
because I've heard it
principal.
once, if I've heard it once, I've heard it 1,000 times. The people, and we three guys, are sick and tired of you three jerks. They've had it up to here with you. And Wednesday night, we're going to do something about it. We're going to come there, we're going to hurt you, and we're going to put you out of commission. They like to talk about commission. They're going to be out of commission Wednesday.
That's a good way to look at it. You got to be out there Wednesday night. See every one of them. Well, the time has come. After all the holler and moaning, all the stuff we had to put up with, the Rock and Roll RPMs are in the ring.
Oh shit, here we go. Great main event, wow. Well, maybe this is the main.
Southern Tag Team Champion.
Got the belts around their waist, and they're showing them to the Rock and Roll RBM.
Oh,
right
nice.
now, and RBMs are saying, come on, get up here, and the Nasty Boys not backing up a step.
I know Manny
Except
Fernandez
into the
comes in
ring.
shortly. I'm excited for that.
This is going to be a Southern Tag Team title match. The Rock and Roll RPMs out of Atlanta, Georgia, at a total weight of 454 pounds, challenging to try to regain those belts.
This is like urban versus rural.
168 pounds out of
like
Allentown,
nasty, trashy
Pennsylvania.
characters.
They are the Nasty Boys. This is going to be a
Oh,
Southern
yeah, of
Tag
course.
Team title match. The referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, dog, and this ought to be a dandy and a half because it is, in fact, a title match right here, and both teams are ready to go. There's no love lost between these two teams for a living fact. I don't know whether you heard it, Dave, or not, but Mike Davis was hollering at Jeff Jarrett out there. If you got a gut in your body, you'll come out here after we get through beating up the Nasty Boys. They just didn't know when to quit.
Boy, they sure don't. They better pay attention to what's going on here. This is the team that just beat them for the Southern Tag Team titles. And it's going to take a major effort for them to get them back.
They're screaming about Jeff's interference in there, and that's one of the reasons we want to get that tape to show that Bobby Jaggers was the first one.
It's crazy
to come
that
in
like
and interfere in the match.
how easy it is to make me care about tag team wrestling, but like it happens so often or it happens so infrequently in modern wrestling. But like when I was a kid, tag teams were like always like a big focus.
Boy, it was interesting. As big as Knobs and Sag are, to see them in against Soldat Ustinov and Doug Summers. They didn't appear so big because they are a huge team, the World Tag Champions.
Yeah. When you consider that the Nasty Boys right now outweigh Rock and Roll RPMs by a combined total of 100 pounds. And Rock and Roll RPMs are not a small team either. Jerry Sag in there after the tag from Brian Knobs. He is really working on the left arm of Tommy Lane.
Babyface Nasties.
Dropping down on the
I forgot to
arm
smoke
of
some
Tommy
more
Lane,
weed.
and maybe I know why the RPMs kept saying, we don't care about that Southern Tag title match. Maybe they didn't want to tangle with the Nasty Boys, huh?
That's true.
Wow, what an accusation.
They may not have it when they walk out of here either, I tell you, because Nasty Boy is determined to defend it. Tommy Lane has really run into problems here. He had his arm hammered up behind his back. Now Jerry Sag has grabbed that left wrist.
Mike will come in and sort all this out.
Pressure on the elbow and the shoulder. Now he's going to twist it over again, but Tommy Lane broke away. Over to the corner, and here comes Mike Davis. Mike kind of put on the brakes there a little bit, kind of break the momentum that the Nasty Boys had going.
Boy, if you were going to run straight head on into Jerry Sag, I'd think about putting on the brakes too, buddy.
I'd think about leaving.
Yeah.
Jerry Sag, he's working on the left arm. It worked well for him against Tommy Lane, so he starts that way against Mike Davis. Here comes Brian Knobs. Look out, he's climbing the ropes. Up on the middle one. Whoa. Sits down on it, and Mike Davis is in pain, holding his head. There's nothing he can do to break free at this point. He's reaching not for straws. He's grabbing the hair of Brian Knobs. Anything to try to break the hold. Brian Knobs close to the corner, makes the tag. Jerry Sag.
Oh, wow, really?
Advantages of
That's really interesting. Lawler and Dundee as the AWA champs. What a super team.
The leverage that you can get on hold, but also when you're in there, you can reach a lot further and make the tag to the corner. And sometimes that's the whole difference in a match, Dave. We've seen it happen many times.
Absolutely. Just a few inches difference there can make all the difference in the world. And
few inches difference, guys.
Raised or whether you walk out defeated.
Ooh. Sag just got dropped in a backbreaker right over the knee of Tommy Lane. Lane picks him up, drags him to the corner, makes a tag on Mike Davis, and Davis swings that right leg around, and boom, you look at this. Ooh, boy, he got the big guy over.
Not an easy move that Mike Davis accomplished there against Jerry Sag. Brian Nobbs trying to cheerlead over in the corner saying, come on, Sag.
Lousy camel clutch, man. Barely doing anything. Come on, Mike.
Sag in trouble here.
I'm always sweeping for the RPMs.
After that backbreaker that Mike Davis put on Jerry Sag, it slowed him down, and they immediately went to the small of the back. That's what they've been working on.
Sag still down in the center of the ring, and there.
Man, you think we'd got better promos out of that feud. Maybe we'll get some good shit today. I mean, it's funny, but I was hoping there'd be some, like, really, you know, they've got the money to hire good writers. We should be getting good promos for this feud.
Is where the lack of speed will hurt you too. Of course, has been banged around, as Davey said, in pretty good shape, but Sag still.
If we see some, actual like government contracts canceled, which will create a huge legal battle with the richest guy in the world, but that's when you'll know this is real and it's not kayfabe to distract us from something else. Hey, what's up, Cody Turbo? Cena's STFU I always thought looked really bad too. It never looked like he ever like really locked it in. It just looked like he flexed his arms and thought that was enough. Yeah, but Elon can afford somebody to write some material for him. Trump's surrounded by people that could write him something. I want him to call Elon a loser. just cut right to the chase. I think he's going to want to cancel the contracts, but I think it's going to be it's not going to be as easy. But then again, I mean, if Congress gives the president the power to do whatever he wants to do, then maybe he can, you know, maybe eventually he could circumvent those or just be locked up in court forever. Who knows? Oh, no. I'm much more forgiving of the people in Memphis than like the richest people in the world. Rock sharpshooter was terrible. Yes, absolutely. He looked like he was taking a shit every time. His face looked terrible. I'm also completely over the spot where somebody hits a big move and does like a tired pin, which if you're my age, that means you knew the match was over. The tired pin was usually it. Every once in a while, someone would kick out, but typically, like, the tired pin was the end. But someone will kick out of the tired pin, and the person will sit up and find the cameras and make, like, a shocked face. I hate that shit.
Rock and roll RPMs determined to see the
probably because it happens so often, but, like, man, I hate that.
He needs to go for the tag and turn the wrong way.
Yeah, he should get Grock on it.
A leap to the corner and a tag on Brian Nobbs is a best
Maybe he
move.
did. Maybe he told Grock to do it, and so that's why Grock said he was, Grock went straight to the Epstein files.
Brian Nobbs comes in without a tag. He grabs Mike Davis. Well, that's one way to get him out of there. Look out, down here on the floor.
Boom!
Nobbs and Davis in the ring. Tommy Lane has just hit Jerry Sag with something. He went to the
And he
tight.
laid. That was a good looking
Had
punch.
something in his fist and unloaded
One,
Jerry Sag. Here's the
two,
count of 2.
three.
And 3. We've got new champions.
Man, the tag titles are going everywhere. I really like this, like 3 or 4 team feud.
We got a 1, 2, 3, and we have new Southern Tag Champions. As
They said earlier in the show they didn't want these
here
belts.
comes Jeff Jarrett out. You want to see me? Mike Davis picks up a chair. Jeff's got a chair. And a little confrontation. It's been a long time coming today. Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis out here. As Nobbs and Sag are being helped out.
Now, hold on. They wouldn't let things devolve into a brawl here on the Memphis set, would they? Where's Eddie Marlin?
There's another way to handle this, guys. I can understand it.
Buddy trolling Memphis.
You ain't gonna. 2 minutes. All you are is a bunch of talkers. All you want to do is stand out here and talk. You guys, you ain't gonna fight.
You guys are just a bunch of you guys are just you guys ain't gonna fight. Great promo from Jeff Jarrett.
And Travis, Mike Davis with a chair slams both of them. You notice they waited.
Not just Tesla, but like SpaceX. I mean, he said he was going to decommission the Dragon Star spacecraft.
Well, he put the chair down. That's the only thing I can say for him in there.
They used that last time too. That the one that looked like a chair that looked like it was a office chair.
And now the Rock and Roll RPMs who picked their time to make the run at Jarrett and Travis.
Okay, on the stolen finisher thing, to me, it has to be something that, like, either just completely comes out of nowhere and then you never see it again for, like, years. Or in the case of, like, two people that are just have been in a never-ending feud, like, I wouldn't mind it to see Bill Dundee pile drive Lawler, or like when Stone Cold would use the rock bottom on the Rock. Like, if you have a really, like, super intense, deep feud, like, it's almost not even about getting the pin. It's just about fucking, like, mind games with the other person. So I kind of like it, but it has to be, like, very rarely seen.
Mike Davis with Jeff Jarrett and Tommy Lane with Billy Travis. Over the desk goes Jeff. Come on, Mike.
Come on, Mike.
We're going to have to take a
Look
break
at Dave
here and
Brown.
get away from this
It's just
thing.
a
We
statue
need to
over
get
there.
These guys broken up. They've been begging for trouble all day long. They picked it when somebody's back was turned and then jumped him, grabbed a chair, and hit him on the head with it.
Ric Flair in the figure. Well, that's a little bit different one, I guess. That one I don't mind seeing it
Billy with a chair. Mike Davis
regularly.
behind the desk.
Although it is kind of, it gets kind of, you expect it to happen, but I mean, if you take out all the, like, nostalgia spots, then Flair really doesn't have a whole lot of, like, stuff left, especially late in his career. Yes, true.
Tommy Lane comes back out. Davis slips through the gauntlet and runs. We got to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. I got so irritated with
Because if you do it right, it really gets over the finisher of the person who has it originally.
But we should be the world champion by now and all that stuff. They get out here. They do win the Southern Tag titles, Dave, but you and I both know how they won them. Had something in his hand.
Absolutely. Tommy Lane
A
went
chain.
out here on the floor. Mike Davis had everything diverted, and the referee started this way. Tommy Lane went to the tights, had a chain, that's what it was, wrapped around his fist, his right fist, and he popped him with it, and then, of course, the chain disappeared.
Yep.
And the count of three, and Rock and Roll RPMs won it that way.
That didn't finish it, though. Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis came out and said, you want to fight? Let's fight. I mean, just straight up, you want to fight? Let's fight.
And they fought him.
They start all of this kind of stuff. They wait till Jeff and Billy turn
Oh,
around
come on,
and
Lance.
start leaving with their backs turned.
Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis are opportunistic, predatory presences in the CWA. Did the Rock and Roll RPMs literally not just have a match with the Southern Tag Team Champions, the Nasty Boys, one of the most formidable tag teams in the territory? They came out and had a long match with them. They won it, and then Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis come out after they've already wrestled the match against what was previously the best tag team in the territory. But Lance is going to gloss over that. He's got to sweep up for Jarrett.
Now's the time to jump them when their backs are turned in there. Boy, I'll
I'd
tell you
boo
one
his
thing,
ass if I was there.
When Bill Dundee
I'd be
and
like,
Jerry
"You
Lawler
sweeping,
came
Lance?"
rolling out of there, they got got out of here in a hurry. Davis was lucky to get away.
He sure was.
He was very agile to jump through that gauntlet and get through.
Had him trapped and had a folding metal chair aimed at his head, and he got through there without getting hit. So
that wasn't the only action we had.
No, Tracy Smothers won his match today. Bobby Jaggers, a hangman Bobby Jaggers, a mean guy. He won his match too in under 2 minutes.
Bad
Don Bass, King
hombres.
Carl Fergie defeating William the Freezer Thompson and John Paul. It was Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis winning their match today. And then new Southern Tag Team Champions as the Rock and Roll RPMs. And in spite of the way they did get their hands raised, and they are the new champions, defeating the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobs and Jerry Sack.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you one thing. That little battle probably isn't over between those guys. Hey, we got to get out of here. We'll be looking for everybody back next week.
Yes, indeed.
Until we see you at that time. For Dave Brown, this is Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
All right, let's see. Now we're to... How long is the intro on this one? Oh, this has got the complete intro. Or is this the Lawler? Oh, this is... Okay, so... The place I get these from has this listed as only a partial show, so keep... Look how happy they are. So smug.
I'm telling you what. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. And, brother, with the biggest news that we've had to tell you ever, I think. For the first time, our boys ended up winning a world title, and Lawler and Dundee did it. And I mean, did it in style.
Did it right in the middle of the ring with a pin, and they've got those world belts.
Oh, man. What a week it's been. I'll tell you what, we still haven't come down off that old cloud, and we're going to be talking to the champs later. We also have got quite a show lined up here, David.
Got some terrific action here. Tag team match. Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis will be in here in just a little while. Rock and Roll RPMs will be along. We got the Hangman, Bobby Jaggers, in a single match. And 8-man action. Are you ready for this? Hope the studio will hold it. Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka, Don Bass, and King Carl Fergie on one
Former
side of the
drug
ring.
addict,
On the
Paul
other,
Diamond.
Tracy Smothers, John Paul, and the Nasty Boys.
Wow, and that's our 8-man expiration of time match. In addition to that, we're going to be talking to the participants of our
the Armstrong
first very own World Tag title coming up in this area a little bit later on. Right now, we'll take time out and get back for all of it.
Wow, thanks, Distinction.
Before, but never have we welcomed a man as the new World Tag Champion, the King and the Superstar.
Yeah, I love wrestling. Oh, look at them with the suits on now that they're the champs. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, they don't have the shirts on. What the fuck? Oh, my God.
Hey, let's forget the rest of the show, Eddie, and just have a party, boy. I tell you what.
Hey, Randy.
It is something that I know these guys have, and we've all been right along.
Randy, I know you saw those C-cuppers last night in when Grace was on Ruby's channel.
Along with them, dreamed of the day we'd have.
Man, that shirt was putting in work.
Let's get a shot of it over here, Jerry, if we can. There it is. AWA World Tag Champion.
Mid-Atlantic Memories.
We've all dreamed about it, and by golly, it has now come true, Billy.
You know, Lance, I guess, well, for Jerry and I, since all the beginning of last
High
week,
Spots
we
has
couldn't
some
be
nice
we couldn't be
documentaries
higher,
too.
but
They're mostly
something
like
goes on,
wrestler
and I'm sure it means
focused
a
though,
lot
not
more to the King than
territory.
it does to me. We got to give something up to be the world's champions. I got to give up the international belt, and Jerry's got to give up what he said for the last 12 years is his belt. And I'm sure, you know, well, you can ask the man, he's right there. It'll mean a lot more to him giving up that Southern belt, but it's great to be AWA World Champion.
Corporate
Jerry, before I get into
superstar.
that with the Southern belt, I gotta ask
Oh
you a
man,
couple
they
of
were
questions
looking
that
like.
people all week long
I thought
have
they
been
looked
asking me.
fantastic.
With the newly acquired World Tag belts, people want to know, does that mean they're going to be gone and never here again? Or are they going to be
I
traveling
honestly,
a lot more?
to
Will
be
they
to
be
be
here
real,
on Saturday or Monday?
I wasn't even listening most of the time. I couldn't even like process what was happening. Like it was just all my brain was just like C cuppers. That's it.
Dundee or whatever.
Well, you know, that is a very serious thought that has crossed both Bill and our mind. And without a doubt, you know, whenever
Make sure you
belts
pull
like
my
these,
bangs
you
down
do
over my
have to,
large
if
bandage.
you're going to do what we said and be fighting champions, you do have to defend them, and not only
Are they
in
just
your
like
area,
Chippendale
but you have to travel
dancers?
all over the country and sometimes all over the world to defend these things. You know, I'm used to, and Bill, of course, is used to. We have been very, very fortunate.
Pure
a lot
goon.
of people think that it's really glamorous when they see some of these wrestlers that are in maybe Los Angeles one night and New York the next and then Florida the next.
The chat was like, Grace is trash. We hate Grace. Do you have any friends? And I was like, man, the C cupper's on point.
And Canada the next. They think that looks real glamorous, but believe
Is
me,
Grace
that is
pregnant?
the most
I don't
miserable
know.
life that you can ever imagine. That's what you call living out of a
Great
suitcase.
for about 3 days.
Yeah, that's exactly
Who
right.
knows?
But we have been very fortunate to be able to stay in this area and have a great relationship with the fans here. And, you know, as soon as we won these belts, which, like Bill said, nobody that ever puts on a pair of wrestling tights doesn't want to someday be the world
7
champions.
brothers
And
in
now
one
that we
promo?
are,
Wow.
The first thing we talked about when we got back to the dressing rooms after this match was the fact
Yeah, the
that,
C
just like
cuppers
you
were. It
said,
was a good night for the
now
C
that's going to be a
cuppers.
different situation. We're going to have to do a whole lot more traveling. Eddie, the very next day, brought us several contracts. He said, hey, they sent these down. They Federal Expressed them right down here and want you guys to sign these. One of them was for Denver, Colorado, with a return match with Sold Out Houstenoff and Doug Summers.
Oh, I
Another one
can't
was
do
for someplace called
anything.
Whitewater, Wisconsin.
I can't do anything about the drama, and we've heard this all before. You know, Grace is a terrible person. Ruby's made bad decisions. You know, Ava wants to weigh in. It's just we've seen it all. Like we've seen it all before, but rarely do we get a stream where the C cuppers are completely showcased like that. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't even know there was.
My
such a
brain
place,
knew
but
what to
anyway,
hold on to.
They want us in Whitewater, Wisconsin, so there will be a lot more traveling involved, Lance. But at the same time, being the
Do you think Ruby would be mad if I clipped Grace's appearance, but I just zoomed it in on the C cuppers for the entire clip?
champion, you also have some advantages.
Beacon
in the
of
fact that
sanity.
A lot of guys want you then. They all want to match with you, and we have some say-so now as to where these matches can take place. And a lot of the times we can say, if these guys want us so bad, let them come here and fight us. And what we want to do is like this.
I don't think she's pregnant, though. I don't feel like they've gotten any bigger. I just feel like they were really, like, well
and now that we're
presented.
Here, we want to keep these belts down here for a while and let some of these big-name guys come into our area and wrestle us for these belts.
Amen to that. Hey, Billy has already mentioned about the international title in there, and of course the Southern title is something that's going to have to be coughed up too. Huh?
Well, you know, that's just part of the stipulations, and owning world tag team titles, you can't be double title holders. And as Bill says, you know, titles mean a lot to everybody. Regional titles, and this Southern Heavyweight Championship has been a belt that I've always felt like I just called it my title. And
I don't think Ruby would mind.
I have to give it up. It pains me, and I hate to give it up today, but like Bill said, for the World Tag Team titles, it's going to be...
I'm a moderator in her
There you go,
chat.
Eddie. We want to hand those over, and I just want to say I want to thank all of the fans out there. The support was tremendous, and like I said, we want to be your champions, and we want to get these guys down here to fight us for a change, okay?
Oh, boy, we can't wait for that first defense that'll be coming up.
That's right. That's this week. Now, Hector Guerrero, we ain't selling you short, brother. You've been all over the world and back again. Now, the only Dr. D that I know is the one that slapped Stossel on television one time. Well, if it's the same guy, that's fine. Come on back home, brother, and try and slap the king and the superstar. But you ain't going to do it, brother, because we're going to be the world's champions a long time.
Oh, boy, I got to tell you, what a super situation to have the world titles right here.
Yeah, let me just briefly say real quick, our very first title defense, I quite honestly had thought that it would be against Summers and Houstenoff in a return
The whole
match.
lesbian
But it's a funny
discussion
thing.
that
I mean,
came up
you
in the
know,
middle
like
of it was
Eddie
so
said, we're getting
bizarre.
all kind of contracts in, all kind of challenges. Boy, we're just accepting all of them. We may lose our first matches. We still got about 15 matches coming up. But anyway, I don't know how they work that out. But all I know is our very first title defense is coming up this week. It's against a couple of world-class type caliber wrestlers. The top wrestler out of Mexico, everybody knows, they've seen him all over the place, Hector Guerrero and his brother Chavo. Well, Hector Guerrero is going to be here with a partner, like Bill said, named Dr. D. And I don't know if it's David Schultz. I don't know who it is, but I just know that these guys got to be tough. because right now they're top contenders for these belts. And anybody that gets in line for these titles are capable teams. So we'll see how we come out with Hector Guerrero and Dr. D.
I like how they wore these outfits out, but gave completely straight, like,
Well, you got that. I think everybody
basic
knows that.
promos.
They're all behind you and they're so tickled, and it finally
Maybe
came
Bill
to
will dial it
fruition
up a little
after
bit.
A lot of disappointments and a lot of tries with both of you having world title matches and never being able to put a single of the tag belts around your way. Congratulations
Thanks,
again,
Larry.
guys.
Thank you.
Billy, congratulations.
Oh,
I wanted to get Eddie in here to
Oh,
talk a
my
little bit
God.
about, the situation of the first. I don't blame the fact.
Speaking of attention whores, here's Eddie Marlin. Yeah, it was pretty like, it was really like, basically just 3 against 1. Ruby, Ava, and somebody, one of the lolcow milkers people or something that was on there. But like, it was just, there wasn't a lot of nuance to what was happening. It was just kind of like people saying Grace was unattractive and Grace trying to figure out why someone would want to be a lesbian instead of getting dick. And the C-cuppers.
This guy is not frowning either, because it was kind of a great thing for Eddie Marlin to have world title guys right in his backyard.
You know, we've dreamed of this happening, and thanks to Bill and Jerry, it's finally happened. Last week, it looked like I got a telephone stuck in me.
I noticed a little growth there.
Since this happened, I've been on the phone night and day, but the most important thing, the ex-champions had already signed a title match in San Francisco.
Speak up, asshole.
And boy, we had to do some bidding and bidding.
The match originally with Guerrero and Dr. D was with Houston Off and Summers out in San Francisco, right?
But I felt like the fans in this area are so great, and everybody's happy.
It was
over
epic.
Bill and Jerry having the titles, that we wanted their first title defense to be right here at home. So we finally got that on the dotted line, and it's going to be right here.
And I know what it takes to get something like that on the dotted line. It takes a little hip pocket work in
That's
there.
right. And another thing, since this happened, every top tag team in the country has called and wanted to come in.
They were like,
want
Grace,
title
name a
shot.
friend, and
So we're
Lala
gonna
was
see a
like,
lot
I
of
am
new
not
faces
Grace's friend.
real soon.
Hey, listen, I got to tell you that the AWA was also kind of happy to have it come here. They see it, it's a business with them, too, and they felt like that it was justified that it be right here. Eddie, thank you for moving it here. We really appreciate it, Eddie Marlin. Okay, Eddie Marlin.
Oh, nice. I thought Dutch Mantell was back for a second. Yeah, Grace definitely. I don't think anybody got a W out of it, but she held up pretty well.
Let me tell you something. We are here for one reason and one reason only. I was supposed to be in San Francisco here with my protege, Dr. D, and what can I say? These gentlemen.
They forgot that as a they forgot that as a Viking coated trad maiden, Grace gains very big bonuses to defense when she's facing multiple attackers.
Summers and the other guy, the outcast, they lose the title. It's all right.
Yes, it is.
We're here and we're going to take it any way you want it. Let me tell you one thing. I am Mexico's avenging angel. And my man, Dr. D, will take care of anything I need to be taken care of.
Boo! USA! USA!
Wherever I walk,
Perfect time right here.
you will remember this Mexican because I come from
You will remember this Mexican.
a background.
Where's VP at? We need VP's music to hit.
I am descendants of Pancho Villa, and right here my Dr. D is not only descendant of Pancho Villa, but also Zapata. And if you know about Mexican,
Dr.
you will know
D.
about us, because we are going to take your so-called bubblegum champions, Mr. Gutter Rat. That's right.
Gutter
you
Rat.
Gutter Rat Lawler. You bit the hand that fed you. And you, Bill Dundee, Crocodile
I like this
Dundee,
executioner
let me tell
guy,
you
man. He
something.
looks pretty
If
badass.
you get any taller, I might use you as a stool. And all you people out there, you remember one thing. Remember me. And remember my man here. Because
You
we
will
ain't backing
remember
down
this
for nobody,
Mexican.
And we're going to show you things
What a
that
quote.
you've never seen before. And remember that, baby, because that's the way it is, Lance Russell. That's the way it is.
Hector Guerrero, Dr. D,
Yeah, that like executioner look is working.
Right below the World Tag Champions, and they've
I'd
got
buy
a
him as
match
like
coming
a
up this
guy they
week
built
with
up and fed to
and
Lawler.
Dundee. We're going to take time out. We've got plenty of action to go, and we're going to be back to it in just a moment.
I gotta switch strains, guys. This Cross of Titans is...
Wednesday night, friend, I hope that you have had your money in line.
Paul Diamond in a
Right
mask
there in that
again.
front row when it comes Wednesday night time for championship wrestling. What a night of action it's going to be. I mean, it will include things like the Nasty Boys against Don Bass and King Carl Fergie, the Rockers, Shawn Michael, Marty Jannetty, former World Tag Title holders, in against Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka. Southern Tag Team title match. It's going to have the belts on the line this time, but that isn't all. I mean, there'll be a little grudge with Travis and Jarrett.
That's exactly right. You know, Travis and Jarrett last week, you went down 1, 2, 3. Well, this week they say the titles have got to go on the line.
Yes.
It doesn't matter to us because you're going to go down again and again and again and again.
Well, I know that this is something that Jarrett and Travis will want to be trying to take care of.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think they can do it, Lance. Evansville, Indiana is full of rednecks and geeks just like themselves. So all them old fat women got the snuff in their mouth and everything else gonna be right out there making the rock and roll sick, and that's just gonna make us want to beat up on them even worse.
Okay, well, we'll find it out. I'd also like to remind you, a World Tag Title match. Yes, sir. Lawler Dundee against the Mexican champs Hector Guerrero and Dr. D, and then stand by. Going to be a little settling up time. Jerry Lawler, Steve Kern will be back for a final match in Evansville.
In contention for the Southern Tag Team titles are the team of Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis. They're on their way to the ring right now, and Lance is going to talk to them just before they get here. Lance?
Okay,
Journeyman Carl Styles.
Team, David, Billy Travis, Jeff Jarrett.
Thank you, Lance. You know, first of all, I'd like to congratulate...
Did he play other
Bill
characters in
Dundee.
Memphis, like
Guys
under a
did heck
mask?
of a
Chuck,
job.
do you know?
The World Tag Team
Who was he in
champions.
Smoky Mountain?
I'm glad for them guys, but we got something that we want just as bad as they want their.
You've got a little title match coming up yourself this coming week with the Rock and Roll RP.
I switched to
First of
Trap
all, Lance, I'd like to
Truffles.
start out
Trap
by saying,
Truffles.
I'd like to talk about last week's match. You know, the last thing I remember was getting my head busted on the ring post, and I kind of feel that it's my fault that we lost.
I wonder if since Grace is at such kind of like a pivot point of where to go, like maybe this would be the time for her to do her sit-down interview with me, Barbara Walters style.
The match. Well, hold on, Jeff. I feel that it was my fault that we lost the match, and the last thing I remember is tagging
Truffles.
Jeff and him trying to fight both guys and
That's-
trying to
that
defend
doesn't
me,
have a-
in the process getting his head busted with a chair. And Lance, I'd like to say
Could mean
this
a lot
to
of
you,
things.
Jeff, and to the fans out there that I'm going to hold up my end of the deal this week.
Oh,
Billy,
the
let's forget
special
about last
cousin.
week because, Lance, as you know, in any sport, whether it be basketball,
They took my
football, any
glitz.
team sport, you either win as a team or you lose as a team. And last week, Billy, we lost as a team. But I guarantee you, we only made one mistake, and that is we came in that ring thinking it's going to be a wrestling match. Well, this week, Lancer, we might come to wrestle, but if them guys want to fight,
I think he's getting worse on the mic. Better in the ring, worse on the mic.
Kendo stick, it doesn't matter.
It's good to see his partner, Dino Bravo, back in action with his powder blue tights.
We've done it before, and we're going to do it again.
Now to put you in line, boy, I'll tell you, that's great. Good luck to you guys coming up. We'll see you in the ring right now. Off and run into the ring.
I love Smoky Mountain. I watched them all in a row during the pandemic.
Jeff and Billy arriving for a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Introducing at a total weight of
No, I'm going to interview
510
her.
pounds on the other side of the ring from Memphis, Tennessee.
I'm Barbara Walters in the scenario. I'm going to interview her, but she should wear the glasses. She should be like, make sure that people, she should emphasize at the beginning that this is an interview with Grace Thorpe, the human being, not Grace Thorpe, the reality television star.
Keith Robertson. And
Grace don't want to interview anybody, especially not me.
6 feet 5, 305 pounds. It's a super destroyer. Going against him at a total of 438 pounds from Lexington, Kentucky, Billy Travis. And from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Jeff Jarrett. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
They got it here on YouTube. There's a couple different playlists, but shoot, I can't remember what the one is. But yeah, you can find them on here pretty easy.
As the bell sounds, Billy Travis goes against the Super Destroyer.
Like, you know, they're in like a playlist and everything.
305 he weighs. Wow. Again, he just throws Billy back into the turnbuckles. We don't know a lot about him, but we know
there's
he's
Roberson.
big. He's heavy, and he's out of Chicago, Illinois.
Timu Berserker.
Billy slammed hard on his back. Keith Robertson in. Robertson going to drop down with a knee.
Bruiser
Billy
phony.
Travis out of the way, and Robertson holding on to that.
That's a
right
terrible
knee.
one.
Billy Travis taking advantage of the mistake. Popped a right fist. There's an upper arm, and down to the mat goes Keith Robertson. Billy picks him up to the corner. Double team into the rope. Great drop kick.
Great drop kick.
Man, 2, 3. They got a win here. Well, on the way to the ring, Jeff and Billy talked about it being a team effort. There you just saw a tremendous team effort. They were outweighed by almost 100 pounds, and they get themselves a win in just about 1 minute. Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis.
No, I've got a playlist favorited though that's got a bunch of episodes in it, or episodes and random clips.
Getting a hold of the Super Destroyer over here. A big win for Jeff Jarrett.
I hadn't really watched much territory wrestling since I did the Smoky Mountain run through. But then when I started streaming, I was like, it's kind of like perfect for wake and bake, like to watch old school wrestling early in the morning.
Billy Travis, keep your eye on those.
We started with Mid-South, and I immediately got copyright struck into the ground. But moving to, we haven't had too many problems in Memphis. Besides, some early footage got claimed because it was in a TNA flashback tribute to Jarrett. So it thought it was TNA's footage, not CWA.
Hey, we got some big news for the
drop kick finish.
Some big news for the wrestling fan. It's not over with. Team that used to be Eddie. No, that's all right. Come on in here, buddy.
I'm just going to tell you, Lance, you know, I told you I've been getting a lot of calls, a lot of new faces, a lot of new teams, and I just want to show the video.
It's weird though, but like I find myself not wanting to watch territory wrestling. I like off stream. I'm like wanting to like wait and watch it for the first time on stream.
Teams that's coming in, the Midnight
We need to do
We got
random
Marty Jannetty
extra
and
wrestling
Shawn Michaels,
days.
who held those titles. That's top quality material.
That's right. When they heard about what happened, they called, wanted to come in.
Right on. Great. Eddie Marlin announcing officially that Michaels and Jannetty will be in the area.
There we
Take a
go.
look at him right here. Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, I gotta fast forward through this. I'm sorry. They'll definitely grab that. Look at this. It's me. Look at this great,
Marty Jannetty, Eddie Marlin is at the
great arrow work, by the way. I'm a big RPMs fan. Dude, look at these guys. Maniac Mike is just wrestling personified. A knockoff Dave Schultz. In the best ways, though.
For the wrong team.
Oh, really?
Because it should be us. We should have got the title shot. We should be wearing the World Tag Team Championship right now. Okay, we got that out of the way. Eddie Marlin, you just come out here and you show a video.
This is how I dress in real life. I shouldn't say anything.
Midnight Rockers. Well, let me tell you something, boys. Come right on in town because Rock and Roll RPM
Cinnamon Toast
will give you a
Crunch,
one-way
Fruity
ticket
Pebbles,
out
and
for
Captain
your
Crunch
bags
Berries.
And your tail tucked between your legs.
Well, I'm not really...
Exactly right, Tommy. You know, but the main thing on our minds right now are two little goofs named Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis.
Two little goofs.
You know, Jarrett, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You are a push. Travis, you're nothing but Jarrett's stooge. And it's not going to be long, boys, before we get you down. We're going to stuff your suitcase ourselves, and we're going to send you packing. That's cut and dry. You think we left you in a puddle of blood before? Well, I'm going to tell you what. You better get used
Look at Maniac Mike, man. I would legitimately think this guy would murder somebody.
Then we get in the ring with you. We hate your guts, and we're going to finish you once and for all. Don't stick your nose in our business. Don't stick your nose in Tommy's business. Because, Daddy, we're all business. We make money, and that's what we're here for. You're a stepping stone to the two midgets, Lawler and Dundee, and Jack and Travis.
Man, I'm sure you guys have if you haven't cut promos on people in real life, you've probably cut them like just to yourself around the house or something. But it always feels so good, like when you're like in the flow of a promo and you hit like just the right time to like point at the camera or at the crowd. That's such a good good feeling. It's like a perfect reload in Gears of War.
Okay, let's go to the ring, Dave.
Okay.
Gonna be a 1-fall, 10-minute
Oh, the freezer.
Rock and roll RPMs.
Oh, and Ed Maddox. What a team.
Match across the way at 474 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, Ed Maddox, and his partner from Arkansas, William the Freezer Thompson. The rock and roll RPMs are Mike Davis and Tommy Lane. They weigh a total of 454. They're out of Atlanta, Georgia.
ATF Media 454 combined weight.
I'll tell you, the Rock and Roll RPM team with a lot of experience behind them. A little too confident. Ed Maddox with a very good move takes the arm drag and puts Mike Davis right down on the mat, but Davis retaliates.
They never get their cool intro.
And planted that knee right in the midsection. Maddox catches both of the elbows, and he is down very hard. Ed, who is not one of the biggest of the wrestlers in the business. Look at
this is it's so weird that they do it that way.
Referee Jerry Calhoun immediately over
it's like one of their signatures.
Big snap suplex as Mike Davis takes Maddox.
What a monster Mike Davis is. Jeez.
He is a scrapper.
Imagine running into this guy.
All of it every time he goes. Thrown into the corner, and there's a tag on the large member of the crew.
He just looks like he wants to. He looks like the kind of guy who always wants to be in a fight.
Look at him. Both RPMs put him into the rope.
Oh no, not the freezer.
In the midsection as he's coming back over there.
They do work well together. You got to give them the credit.
Teamwork is a.
Look at that double suplex. Good night.
Mike Davis going for the pin. Count is 2 and 3. 1 minute 26.
They're not. They should give him the awesome intro at least when they win. Come on.
Dave, I just have the feeling.
I forget though that only I do that.
With Lawler and Dundee winning the world titles, everybody seems to be geared a notch in there so far.
Right.
Boy, you got to believe that. Listen, we have got some footage that I want you to see that will be coming up right after we take after this break. Hey, listen, I'm going to give you the entire card again in case you missed it, because it is such a great card coming to Evansville Wednesday
It looks
night
kind of
in
weird,
championship
but
wrestling. First, let me run these towns
it's
by you.
over with
Thursday,
me.
November the 5th, Huntingburg, Indiana. Save a buck on these advance tickets. Thursday, November
Save
the
a
6th.
buck.
Clarksville, Tennessee at the Northwest High School. Sunday, November the 8th at Fort Knox, Kentucky at the Sadowski's Fieldhouse. 3 p.m. will be the time on that one. Now, here's the card coming up for
You don't want to miss
Wednesday night.
that
Are you
train
ready
to
for this in the
Clarksville.
Coliseum? Nasty Boys Open against the Don Bass and King Carl Fergie.
The Don
Then
Bass.
it's going to be the Rockers, Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels, former World Tag
The
Champions
Don
against
Bass.
Diamond and Tanaka. Southern Tag Team title match. Rock and Roll RPM.
Whoa, did you hear
against
that?
Jared and
Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty against former drug addict Paul Diamond and Hawaiian Pat Tanaka.
Travis. World Tag title when Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee
Let's
get
record.
a taste of that world defense against the Mexican champs Hector Guerrero and Dr. D, and then a final match. Jerry Lawler comes back to
Yeah,
settle.
lower ticket prices. Okay, unfortunately, that's all there was of that tape, I guess. So I'm sorry, but we're gonna jump forward to this is November 7th, 1987 CWA, as seen by the Evansville audience, and this is the full show here.
Hello again, everybody.
Current drug addict Marty Jannetty.
Ready to go with another big day championship.
Drug addicts clash in Evansville this weekend as former drug addict Paul Diamond battles current drug addict Marty Jannetty. Woo, boy, I guess. Gonna be a whale of a match.
Chip Wrestling and son of a gun, Davey. I love that expiration of time match we got lined up today.
Tell you about it first. No, I'll tell you about it in just a minute. First, let me tell you about the opening match. We've got Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels coming in here in the opening match.
Oh, here we go.
Rock and roll RPMs will be in a little bit later on. The Hangman Bobby Jaggers will be here. Hector Guerrero and Dr. D coming in, and then that 8-man tag team match.
Card,
on one side
man.
of the ring. It's going to be Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, King Carl Fergie, and Don Bass.
Alleged incestuous father. Are you talking about Ben Thorpe?
Superstar Bill Dundee, Jerry the King Lawler, and the new Nasty Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, we got a guy coming in today, Dave. 6'8", has been known to battle multiple Portuguese at the same time. Big Ben Thorpe, Dave, coming into the territory.
All of that and much, much more. Let's take time out. We'll be back in action in just a moment. We got a lot of action to go on Championship Wrestling, but before we get into it, I want to bring Eddie Marlin out here. He's kind of haggard, and I know he's been spending a lot of times, Eddie. It's hard to smile right now, that's for a fact, as much you've been working, but I know you've got a big announcement, and we want to let everybody in on exactly what happened.
Yeah, Lance, last night when I got in, around midnight, I got a call from Jerry
Alleged
Lawler.
blubber lips.
Bill Dundee was in
Whitewater.
Listen, for legal purposes, just make sure any blubber lips accusations are merely that, accusations.
Dangerously.
No, yeah.
Well, he's managing the original Midnight Express team. And
Fan
they
of
were
Grizzly
robbed
Smith. I don't think he likes wrestling. It's probably homoerotic to him.
So they went to Whitewater, Wisconsin, and because of Dangerously, they ended up.
Or we had bad. We were
by Dennis
poorly
Condrey and
parented
Randy
because we
Rhodes
like
of Midnight
wrestling.
Express.
Right away, I told Lawler, I said, well, we'll file a protest and all, and, review the film and all. And they said they did there at that time. So it's under protest, but we don't know how it come out. But I was thinking, it is Friday night and TV is tomorrow.
Yes.
Just, like 8 hours away.
I hear that.
And I already had the cards booked for all week. And naturally,
Look how sincere Eddie Marlin is being. Maybe he's off the sauce.
To defend their belts. And, that can't take place.
Oh, okay. I remember now, Cody Turbo, yeah.
So I'd been working on something quite a while that, was going to be a big spring project. And I'd been on the phone with a lot of different people. So finally, sometimes this morning, I don't know what time it was.
I don't know. I agree, though. I like it.
War of the Worlds Battle Royal. Now, that'll be...
I feel it's a really, I don't know. Normally, I really detest. Well, not the guy himself, but the character this commissioner character. I normally don't like, but I feel like this is there's something. This is some real shit right here.
The main event, and it features. Reason we're calling it the War of the Worlds because it features organizations from all over the world. We got the WWF represented,
War of the Worlds,
the NWA, the AWA, the CWA, and the World Class. All of them will be in our ring.
We're going to give Jeff Jarrett $500,000 and his choice of the rats tonight, with the exception of Bill Dundee's private stock, Lance.
We'll see who's better.
So you're going to have
that pussy done got a fence built around it, Lance.
And it's going to be representatives of all the different federations.
Right.
And somebody's going to come out there with bragging rights and $5 grand.
That's right.
I'm appointing Jeff Jarrett to be in charge of the terrorism investigation unit.
Okay. Thank you, Eddie. I'm sorry about the announcement that we had to make about the World Championship belts that Jerry and Bill went up to Whitewater, Wisconsin, of all places, and they ended up having them stolen with Paul Dangerously, who was managing the Midnight Express up there. And that
what a terrible gimmick with the little Lone Ranger mask.
He has for this big War of the World. Right now, let's bring in here somebody that's son of a gun. I'll tell you what, everybody in wrestling knows him. One of the most exciting teams you've ever seen anywhere. We're talking about the Rockers. Marty
oh, shit, here we go.
Michaels. Here they come. This is not the only
now, these guys These guys know how to party, man.
Marty, congratulations, guys. We were just talking about the unfortunate thing that happened to Lawler and Dundee, but from your standpoint, brand new AWA Southern Tag Champ.
That's right, Lance. Let the good times roll. All is not bad in the CWA because the Rockers came here 1 week ago and they told the people of the CWA that we were going to give them something to believe in, and that's the Midnight Rockers. And the first title match we had, we became the Southern Tag Team Champions. I'll tell you what, the RPMs are not a team that are just going to lay down. We know they're going to be coming back, and they're going to be coming back fighting. But you know, RPMs, one advantage of being the champion is that you got the choice of what matches come.
Oh, my
and we're going to
God.
be more than happy to give these guys a title match.
A rematch, they
But I'll tell you
I
what,
try to listen
we
to his
need pay
podcast
back
sometimes,
the
and it's just
people
like,
of the Mid-South. And the way we're going to do that, RPMs, is if you can beat the Midnight Rockers, you can have the Southern Tag.
it's kind of like, have you ever, Cody Turbo and Randy, you guys might know what I mean, but sometimes like when you're talking to Bethadone, if she doesn't pay attention to chat for a second and then she comes back and like you've answered her or you've like made a comment about something she was talking about or something that was being discussed earlier in chat, like she doesn't like she doesn't remember that, or she doesn't know, she doesn't like, it doesn't register. And so it's like, it makes communication like difficult sometimes. I feel like that's what happens on Marty Jannetty's podcast a lot.
Tag team titles, but if we beat you, you have to give up $1,000, and not to the Midnight Rockers, but to all the people
Bethadone will
that
get
race
mad
us.
too, like if she
Once we beat
takes
you,
it the
you're
wrong way
gonna
and
get
doesn't
$1,000 cash to the
doesn't know
people
like
in
what you're
the
joking
race.
about or
That's right,
something.
So when they end up losing, they got to pitch out
It really makes
$1,000
for
to
like
the
a
ring
spicy
That's right, it's the Rockers'
streamer
way of
viewer
saying,
interaction.
The people of the Mid-South, thanks for supporting us. And another thing I want to add, you know, there's this big thing going on, the War of the Worlds, and everybody
Andy was
knows.
just telling us about
That's right, everybody knows that the Midnight Rockers were the AWA World Tag Team Champions, and this thing is done in conjunction with the AWA.
Yeah,
There's a
she
lot of
will
tough
give a heel
teams up
reaction.
there. A lot of them are good friends of the Midnight Rockers, but there are a lot more that are enemies. And I'll tell you what, the Rockers are going to be in these War of the Worlds, so all you big daddies from the AWA, don't you forget about your former world champions, because they're going to be throwing you out one by one and collecting $5 grand of cash, brother.
Okay, good luck to you guys in there. We're tickled to death about the win of the RPMs for the Southern Tag titles. We're ready to see some action up in the ring.
Ooh, who they up against?
Right now, as we've got lots of action with the
Keith
new
Robertson
Southern Tag
and the
Champ
Black
and
Billy
the
Jack
title
Haynes.
match going at it right now, Dave.
They're up in the ring, and their opponents stepping up there, too. Their opponents both out of Memphis, Tennessee. Total weight 449 pounds. Keith Robertson.
It can
and
just
Keith
lead to
Eric
like
going against
her
them
being
at a total weight of
confused or there being a
462
misunderstanding
pounds.
really easily sometimes, and I think
Columbus,
that's
Georgia, Marty Jannetty out of
I think that happens with Marty Jannetty and his podcast
They
guy.
are the Midnight Rockers. They hold the AWA Southern Tag Team Championship belt. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, says, let's go.
Boy, these guys are exciting to watch, Dave, you know.
Well,
We
they
talk about exciting teams, and we've had a lot of them and still have a lot of them around. But these guys they were great.
Oh, he's got the
teamwork.
outfit on too. He's got the Billy
Last
Jack.
time we had them on Championship Wrestling, which was a week or so ago. Boy, were they impressive. Look at the moves right there. Shawn Michaels, good balance. He sets, he waits, he takes Keith Eric down to the mat. Little hair pulling by Keith Eric. Tag made and Keith Robertson coming in.
Would they change anything? I mean, it depends for Sean whether or not the Christian thing is legit or not. I mean, if he's but then again, he might either way. He might say like he had a good ending, so whatever bumps in the road were worth it. Marty, I don't know. Would he ever really be happy if he couldn't be acting up? He's just kind of Boyd, you know.
Robinson and Keith Eric trying to.
Jannetty belongs in Boyd with us.
Little help from the corner there from Marty Jannetty. Down to the mat goes Keith Robertson. Look at this. Michaels standing on the shoulder.
He probably couldn't remember anything to change.
I think this one's over. Count at 3. Whoa, minute
seconds.
That was something else to see Michaels up on Jannetty's shoulders. I thought he was going to go right into the lights up above. Yeah, really. Keith Robertson felt it, too, because he came all the way from a good many feet up in the air and dropped that big elbow on him for a 1, 2, 3.
Some people, like, they just honestly aren't cut out for, or they just don't want, like, a normal life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think Jedi Rich tried it for a while, and then when he found Jedi Joy, he got into the craziness. But I think there's, like, some people, like, Jedi Joy to me is just never going to be a basic person. You know what I mean? I just think there's some people that don't fit in, are never going to, like, fully integrate into society. We need to get Grace Thorpe to go on the Party with Marty show. They would definitely piss off Marty Jannetty if they did an interview with him, because Ben would definitely start in on him, and so would Grace, about his drug use and everything else.
Then it'll be Bill Dundee going against Hector Guerrero. And finally, a war of the worlds, my friend. Representatives from different federations for $5 grand. What a night it's going to be Wednesday night in Evansville. Oh, by the way, you stay tuned. You're going to see an event that led to an added match.
Tag teaming rats with Marty Jannetty instead of reading the Bible with Shawn Michaels. Oh boy, here he is, former drug addict. And definitely Hawaiian Pat Tanaka.
We're tired of being pushed around and people talking about us. Bad company rules. Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka, we rule. And let me tell you something about it. The commission, you're going down. Prince, you're out of the commission. We're going to put you out of it.
Well, you're going to
have got your 2 goons protecting you. Well, it doesn't matter. Bass, Fergie will go right through you. And Prince, then it's your turn, baby. Either one of us or both of us. We're going to get you. Your time is coming. You're going down.
Get there early. See this match. It's something.
Woo!
To the brand new AWA Southern Tag Champs. And here comes
Oh, here we go.
The Rock and Roll.
Please rise. Does it still echo when I turn this on?
You know something, Jannetty and Michaels, you must not
We
have
rule.
very much confidence in yourself.
Pat Tanaka
You got
rules.
to come up with a stipulation to where
I like
if we
these
don't
Craven the
win,
Hunter outfits.
we got to throw money out to them idiots. Well, we know what you're trying to do. You want to take the money and throw it out to all these idiots that sit ringside, the ones that they have stinky feet that can't afford soap. You want to buy them soap.
They
You
can't
wanna buy
afford
them
soap?
everything, so they can look better and smell better. Well, that's fine with us because you're not getting our money.
You're not getting this Ziploc bag full of money, I can tell you that much.
Everybody saw you steal the belts. You saw him steal the belts. The wrong man pinned Tommy. That's all right because there's the money. We got the guts to put it up. Let's see how much guts you two have got.
Hey, listen, before you guys get away, I want to ask you about the War of the World. Now, this is coming up.
That's exactly right, Lance. You know, we was in the world-class area, and we went through everything.
We're in the world.
Like hot-covered butter. So now, after we get finished with the Midnight Rockers, we're going to go up and pick up $5 more grand because we're going to go through everybody there, baby. So you better get ready.
Lance, do us a favor. Why don't you hang on to this while we show you how we beat people up?
Oh, gladly. Okay.
See, you can, even the heels can trust Lance Russell with their money.
Federation, a very rough RPMs.
I have to get to that level, guys. I have to be the Lance Russell of Boyd.
No doubt about it. They are indeed, and they've proven that as long as they've been in the area.
Although I guess some people, I guess at Jedi Rich loaning Mr. Stinky Brew $100, you don't have to get too deep, I guess, before you trust it with money. I need, though, the prestige of Lance Russell in Boyd.
That's Mike Davis in there right now against John Paul.
I want to say that this idea that Eddie has been working on for the battle and the War of the Worlds and that Battle Royal is not something that's
Yeah, they were. It's kind of an odd prop, I think.
Guys that have been in the federations that are in here for the $5,000 thing and have agreed to go at it. It's kind of amazing.
Sort of the equivalent of a lights-out match, where it's not sanctioned by any of the federations. But boy, you know they're going to be bragging whoever wins it.
Yeah, they'll be bragging, and that money will spend whether it's sanctioned or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, tag from Tommy Lane.
Would I settle for being the Dave Brown of Boy? Yeah, because he's like he's good, but he's just drunk most of the time, and so like I could probably be a better commentator, but I'm high all the time, so I would take the Dave Brown. Yeah.
To Mike Davis, and as they said, and they're very proud of it from World Class Federation, rough and tough.
Who's my Lance Russell? Get cracked for me.
In there, in the air, picks the big freezer up. There's a clothesline off the second rope. Count of 1, 2. Boy, and that's it. John Paul never even got a look in there.
Yeah, you see why they're so tough. Rock and roll RPMs, Mike Davis, Tommy Lane, they went in there apparently with the idea to take care of business.
Oh, I'm not going to run off with it, Tommy.
Yeah, because I do think if Lance Russell was like scouting tapes of talent, he wouldn't just focus on Grace Thorpe's C-cuppers.
Run off with a victory there as they used good teamwork in there.
You have to put money into it, Cody Turbo. They asked the crowd for dollars to put into the bag to strengthen up the rock and roll RPMs.
Everybody else. We're bringing in a guy right now, and I know you have seen him in the WWF. He comes out of the rugged Amarillo, Texas area, and most of you know him for a fact. We're going to bring out
Manny Fernandez. Let's
go.
Oh no, Jimmy Jack Funk. Oh no, I thought they were gonna say it was I thought this was the Manny Fernandez. Yeah, former drug addict, get cracked for me. He's got the voice.
They call this the War of the Worlds, and I say there ain't no man anywhere near as tough as Jimmy Jack Funk. I beat everybody from the Junkyard Dog, Ricky Steamboat, Hulk Hogan. I beat everybody up, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that $5,000 and buy a new set of tires for my truck.
Well, there's no question that this guy will be quite a representative in that Battle Royal War of the World.
Oh my God. What a disaster. I thought it was going to be Manny Fernandez. But I don't know if he worked Amarillo.
Heavyweight title match with Jeff Jarrett, and before you talk about
what, I'm going to take that bleach blonde-head 50 boy and teach him what a man.
I'm going to get a warning for this stream. They're going to flag it for the news. What? Huh? What? He's going to put the noose on him and then put him over his knee and spank him? Wow, this is intense.
Let's take a listen. Hey, come on. Let's take a listen and see what Jeff Jarrett had to say about this match coming up.
Today I've been asked to talk about two matches I got coming up in the following week. The first match is a Mid-America title defense against Jimmy Jack Funk. Now, I've heard
Bottom of YouTube LLC.
I've heard the Funk name my entire life. They got a long line of tradition of great wrestlers, but not only great wrestlers, but great fighters. They do anything they can to win. They scratch,
wow.
cheat, claw. It doesn't matter.
Breath play.
They go out there to win a wrestling match.
Spanking.
Now, Jimmy Jack Funk, you're one of the younger Funks, and I guarantee I'm not selling you short. I've seen you on TV. You've been, you wrestling.
Yeah, man. Gosh dang, dude. Man, come on,
I got a few
bro.
words to say to you. I worked long and hard to get this belt, and I'm not going to give it up easy. Now, I got a title defense, and brother, I'm going to do everything in my power to hold on to it. And the second match I got, well, it's like a big battle royal. It's called War of the Worlds, and it got wrestlers from the NWA, the AWA, the CWA, wrestlers out of Florida, wrestlers out of Texas. They're all coming together in one big battle royal. And I guarantee you, I'm going to fight my hardest for the people right here in this area and show the people that this area right here has got the toughest wrestlers. I'm going to do my best in both matches.
Well, that smile at the end.
I'll tell you what, that boy ought to be paying me for the lesson I'm going to teach him. Because I'll tell you what, I'm the roughest, toughest of all the Funks. And everybody knows that in Texas, you bounce up.
Yeah, gay BDSM.
cousin of,
while wearing a
Troy
mask.
and Terry. I don't know what to say. We'll take
Manny's the
time out.
NWA representative. I always like to see Manny Fernandez.
Fort Knox, 3 p.m., Sadowski Fieldhouse. You will be seeing Championship Wrestling, 3 p.m., Fort Knox. Thursday the 12th in Fern Creek, Kentucky at the high school, and Thursday the 19th, Paola, Indiana.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I thought maybe it was the weed making his eyes look weird.
Right off the bat, I'm talking about Tanaka and Diamond against Bass and Fergie. And friend, that is going to be some kind of a scrap and a half. Nasty Boys against the Prince and the
Scrap and a half, fellas.
International heavyweight defense. Manny Fernandez goes after Billy Travis in the title. RPMs against the Rockers with $1,000 to be thrown to the crowd if the RPMs are beaten.
$1,000.
Jeff Jarrett against Jimmy Jack Funk for the Mid-America title. Bill Dundee against Hector Guerrero. And finally, the War of the Worlds, my friend. I mean, headaches for everybody.
My friend.
Let's talk about the greatest in the AWA, the WWF, the NWA in the Mid-South. As everybody knows, Dutch Mantel and Hangman Bobby Jaggers, the Kansas Jayhawks, went through the NWA competition like a hot knife through butter, brother. Dusty Rose, Tequila Cola, the Russians, the Rock and Roll Express, we beat them all. That's why I'm here now. But let me tell you something. I got a bud, brother, that's here now.
Let me tell you something.
I got a buddy that's right here in Memphis today.
Oh, no.
So let me have a little fanfare. Get some music going, man. For one of the greatest wrestlers the NWA ever saw.
Here's another copyright claim. Hey, now we're talking. Worth it.
Came down here because people are talking about international wars, War of the Worlds. Well, Eddie Moron, when you call a bill, you better put up more than
Eddie Moron.
Because this is the most total awesome wrestling machine you ever seen all over the world. You know, I am one half of the World Tag Team Champions, NWA, who it may be. But I'll tell you something else. I came here for one reason, to show you what it means to be like.
I would respect him more if that were true, Cody.
You might say the toughest, baddest man from every division of pro wrestling. But when I hit the ring, Daddy, people start rocking because there's only one thing that rock and rolls, and that's a raging bull.
Jeff Jarrett's like, first I got to get into the CWA, then I've got to become the Southern Heavyweight Champion, then I get the box.
The Vultures in town in the volunteer state is going to wake up to the most awesome wrestling you ever seen in your life because I'm fresh off a world tour, and I mean that.
I mean, this guy just looks like he just beat the shit out of somebody. Don't you think so? Like, Manny Fernandez seems like a real tough guy to me, like a legit tough guy.
Yo, man, I got a little match here. Why do you sit around and watch me beat some of these punks up?
Okay, well, nobody ever denied the fact that the reputation of Manny Fernandez extends from one point on the globe.
All right, ATF Media.
He, without a question, is an international star without parallel anywhere around. We're ready to see the Hangman
Bobby Jagger's body type is great. Pro wrestler.
He's one of the most tough put-together people in the world. And I promise you, there's going to be a lot of people. Whatever you put up against the ring, this piece of garbage, I don't know where you got it from. He's probably from Tennessee.
Oh, I thought he was going to pin him, though.
Yeah, well, Maniac is in for a wrestling lesson of his life. And if you're young and you can't take it that you don't belong in the squared circle, you don't walk that out thinking you're young and bad. You better walk that out and be bad.
Big clothesline from the Hangman. Oh, he got it quick, too. Boy, I mean, it didn't take any time at all.
The competition you got around here, then, baby.
Maybe one day we can have AI do Savvy Guy presentations, but have Jeff be like Jeff Jarrett reading them.
Hey, come on, Bobby. Now, you've had enough in there. Don't be getting an egg and him in there.
He's taking his watch off.
Come on, Manny, please. Let's not be hopping in there. You've got no match.
The occasion, you know. You just don't need a match. Whatever he does, no, I'm always ready.
Will you get him out? Come on, Bobby, get him out.
I mean, just being a babyface, I bet even if you were just a jobber, but you were a babyface jobber, I bet you could go to a local bar or like any kind of social situation and score some bucks. That's a lot of clout back in '87, being on Memphis TV. I think he could get laid off of that. That's foolishness. Delusional men are ignorant. I'm obsessed with the women will never reveal the evil of their true nature speech. That one was so dark.
Getting in there taking on somebody that's already been beaten.
All these ignorant people in Tennessee, you got to show them what you can do because they can't read or write, see? Well, the Bull and I just showed them what we could do.
Well, he's going to have an opportunity to show not against somebody that,
See that, Lance Russell?
Yeah, I see it. You got a match coming up this week, not against somebody that just got beat, but against the international heavyweight champ. He's a young fella that you may not know that much about. We're going to let you hear from him a second, but you've got an international title match with Billy.
Accountability is a woman's worst nightmare.
Thanks a lot, Lance. You know, I'm really proud of this international
Oh,
title
look at this
because it's
goof.
the first belt I ever won in my career. I'm really proud of it. And the second thing I want to talk about is War of the World Battle Royal. That gives
They're
a
like,
chance
hey,
like
can you make
myself,
sure to get the
Jerry Lawler,
absolute
Jeff Jarrett
ugliest
to
sweater
prove
ever?
which organization is number one. Now, the second thing, the international title. Like I said, it's the first title I ever held, and I got a challenger coming in, Manny Fernandez. I don't have to tell you about his reputation because everybody in the world knows how good he is and what kind of wrestler he is. Well, Mr. Fernandez, I worked hard to get this
Mr.
belt.
Fernandez?
And believe me, you're not coming in my backyard to take the international title because I want it and I'm going to keep it.
Have the reputation you do, but he's a tough young guy, and you're going to be surprised.
Let me tell you something. You know, you kind of give me some sympathy. I start feeling sorry every time you talk about these tough young fellas. You know, his last name is Travis, is it not?
That's right.
I remember Travis. They ran over him in the Alamo. That's exactly what happened to him, and that's exactly what's going to happen to you. Because not only are you stepping in the ring with a man, you're going to get the education of your
Wow.
life, baby, because I am the Raging Bull, the most awesome wrestling machine that ever came. And let me tell you something about that, what title you got there, Daddy. That belt is already mine, because before you hit the ring, you're already beaten, because you know that you got to deal with the most awesome wrestling machine in the world today.
I like how Billy Travis's was like really respectful, Mr. Fernandez, and now he's just like launches into personal attacks immediately.
For a living fact, that is going to be a scrap. I got a feeling Manny's going to be a little bit surprised when he finds out the caliber of who the champion is. We're going to take time. I'll be back in a moment.
Whew, let's get a look at that awful suplex again. Oh, God. Is that S-Mouse or Smouse? Yeah, he's all gigged up. Dr. Diablo.
Show me your muscles here while I explain some things. Last week, I didn't really get a chance to demonstrate the way I really wanted to demonstrate my product here.
You got that out here again.
What product do we have?
We're out here to talk about
Are
wrestling.
you a spokesman for these people or what?
I'm just out here to tell you we're here to talk about wrestling, not hair removal.
Really, I'm out here to tell all you gringos out there, you chicken skins, you listen to me. Listen real careful, because I see all these women around here. You still got hair under your underarms, and you still got hair on your legs.
Wow.
I got a product that'll take care of that. That Texas hair remover.
He's telling them they need to shave their legs and their armpits.
As we saw Jim Jamison walking around now, you all know that he's my walking billboard. Relax, let me tell you all about it. Listen, don't you remember that if you do want to get rid of this, let me tell you something. This hair that bothers you in the morning,
He's the scientist that was behind it.
It makes you look like an orangutan. That's right, American women look like orangutans.
Wow, American women look like orangutans?
$30.
Orangutans? Isn't it orangutans?
Wait a minute, Lance Russell, you got your time, I got my time. $30 so I can change it quickly.
Yeah, Daninsky, I'm pretty sure.
No money orders, no checks. You remember that. No money orders, no checks. Just $30 in care of this station for Hector Guerrero, and you'll get this beautiful product that'll completely solve your hairless away. Now wait a minute, Lance.
Why is he
Now, you
selling
got
a
this
hair
time,
removal
I got my
Oh, is he
time.
going to have a
There's
hair
one thing
versus
about me
something
that you
match?
know. that I'm a successful person. I look for the right circumstances, and if I can't find them, I make them. That's what I like, and that's what I like about people around. Now, you see Manny Fernandez,
The original
that's another
Manscaped
winner. You see Joggers,
influencer.
That's another winner. You see Dr. D, that's another winner, and I'm another winner. Now, all you people out there calling me wetbacks, let me tell you one thing. Just listen and answer to one little thing. I crossed one river to get here.
He's telling him it's okay to call him that.
Now, you think about it. You think about it, not me. Now, hold on, last folks. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to powder these boys, show you what Dr. D and I can do, and do that to you.
Loser gets a Brazilian wax match.
Okay, I want you not to touch it, because if you do, I'll use your American ways, you know, like counter-suit and all that stuff.
Okay, please, to the ring. Hector Guerrero, Dr. Diablo. And, David, how about the official introduction?
All right, this is going
Memphis
to be a
Vice is back?
time limit match. Introducing at a total weight of 468 pounds out of Memphis, Tennessee, the Memphis Vice, Jerry Bryant and Big Lou Winston.
Wow. Wow, Memphis Vice. Oh, man. Can you imagine if we could get one more? Just imagine if we could get one more Beach Twins match.
This match is going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit.
I think about the Beach Twins every time we watch Memphis wrestling, and I always hope they'll come out. Like, I would have never thought Memphis Vice was going to come out here.
We haven't seen Memphis Vice in a pretty good while.
Been a while since we've seen them together. That's right.
Jerry's got the
They got a pinfall victory over Jerry Lawler.
what Big Lou has, or haven't noticed that billboard yet. Dr. Diablo. Boy, this guy has got muscles on muscles, doesn't he?
Ooh, nice.
Hector Guerrero, very agile, very, very fast. Whips Jerry Bryant across, catches him with an elbow coming off the rope. Big Lou holding out that arm for a tag.
Oh, I have no idea, Best Mouse. I don't know anything. I don't really know anything about Ethan Rolfe, besides like the stuff I've seen on Grace's channel.
Right hand to Jerry Bryant. And another. Referee Jerry Calhoun jumps on him about the use of the fist. He pounded him down to the deck. Jerry Bryant.
Oh, and on like I've watched Ruby on his show before.
Diablo, the muscle man,
Oh man, one last Beach Twins.
takes over in a big way.
It would be worth the Warner Music copyright claim for their song.
Jerry fighting his way back. Hey, Big Lou Winston. And as Lou was making a move against Dr. Diablo, he got him right in the eyes.
I'm still processing that Memphis Vice is back. Big Lou. Oh, I thought he was going to chain it.
Rattled that entire ring when he hit through. Lou Winston coming back. Notice on the back of his tights, all Lou has is just the initials LW. Yeah. Everybody in there.
Oh boy. Referees lost all semblance of control here.
Guerrero going against Bryant. Lou Winston, Dr. Diablo having him tied up.
Yeah, my knowledge is pretty limited.
Slamming Jerry Bryant's head into the turnbuckle. There you see all the action. There in two separate corners. Guerrero really pounded Jerry Bryant. And he helped tie Lou Winston up in the ropes across the way. Dr. Diablo grabs Bryant.
Down on the mat.
Oh no, Big Lou's stuck in the ropes.
Guerrero over here and grabbed that hair remover bottle. Here comes Bill Dundee.
Oh, he's putting the hair cream on him.
Boy, and as they were, it's going to end up probably being a disqualification against the Memphis Vice.
Oh, Superstars in there.
Nailed Hector and Dr. Diablo.
How tall do you think this masked guy is? I was thinking he was way taller than that, but seeing him next to Dundee, it doesn't.
Diablo
I don't think he's as tall as I thought he was. Oh no. Now his eyelashes are going to fall off.
Dundee ducked. He caught Dr. Diablo right in the face with it. We saw what that did to Jim Jamison's hair. Diablo got caught right in the
Jim
face.
Jamison.
Hector's hair remover. Randy Hale's coming out. Dr. Diablo and Eddie Marlin is Dr. Diablo kicking around. Oh, man, that stuff has got
Oh, EFD's up in the ring.
Caught him right in the
Masked
face.
Man's part. Really? You think he's that tall? Oh, there's Eddie Moron. Oh, Eddie Moron's out there with EFD trying to get law and order restored.
And I'm sure it was a disqualification. Did you get any note of that?
Oh, I like that ornate belt, though.
Okay, well.
Kind of nice.
The disqualification goes to Hector and Dr. Diablo. Boy, they got
Oh, there's Bill Dundee wandering into frame.
back with more in just a moment.
Oh, there go the eyebrows.
Okay, real quickly, let me remind you again. International title match Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Travis facing the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. RPMs against the Rockers. The RPMs lose
Oh,
$1,000
wow.
out
That
to
was
the
hair
crowd around the
removal?
ring.
Hair
Jeff
removal?
Jarrett against Jimmy Jack Funk coming in. Bill Dundee against Hector Guerrero. And the War of the Worlds, where the representatives of the doggone federations will be in
I don't
there.
think that ever
Whale of a
sunk in.
battle
I've
royal
seen that
coming
angle
up.
a couple
Now, there's
times,
an
but
added
I
match
completely
also,
forgot
in
it was
which
the hair
Don Bass,
remover.
Carl Fergie with Prince at ringside will be going against the team of Tanaka and Dime. What happened?
Let me tell you something about them second-rate preliminary bombs.
I like these
Ain't nothing
sunglasses
without
he's
the
got
Prince,
on.
You understand? These are the real winners right here. A bunch of losers. Worst investment I've made in my life.
Well, you'll find out coming up Wednesday night exactly how you're going to pay. Because they got their eye on you, too, not just these guys. They're kind of looking out for you. All of that comes up Wednesday night. I'd be there if I were you. Okay, we'll take a second here to hear from the superstar. Bill, thank you for coming.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Soiree that took place out
That's
there.
right.
These guys are crazy.
Little honky tonk
Hector
man.
Guerrero, this is directed to you, pal, and let me tell you something. When an athlete gets hurt, there's nothing worse than another athlete wondering if it could happen to him. It can happen to anybody.
Remember on
When a
Jerry
quarterback
Springer
playing
when he was
football,
going off?
Somebody sacks him, they can take his knee out, they can break his leg. Now that's called an accident. He doesn't really mean to do it. All he means to do is sack the quarterback, and he ends up getting hurt. It happened to Joe Theismann, right? That was an accident, brother. But what you did to that clown that was holding me was no accident, because it wasn't meant for that idiot. It was meant for me. Now I'm just going to tell you something, boy.
Boy.
I mean, boy.
Boy.
I don't like you, Guerrero. I don't like nothing you stand for. And I don't mean your people. I just mean you. You're nuts, boy. You're nuts. You have a brother named Chavo. He's nuts in a different way. But you're psycho, Daddy. You are nuts. That anybody that sits and sings in the dressing room and talks to themselves got to be off. And you're off, boy.
Boy.
Because I've been all around the world just like you. I was in Mid-South when you was there, and you used to sit in the corner and talk like an idiot. I was in the NWA
We
when
need a
you was
jack.
there, and you would sit and mumble to yourself in the corner. And anybody that does that in America, they put him away. And you're nuts, Guerrero. There's something loose up here, Jack. I don't know what it is. I don't know
There,
if
we
you're
got
jealous
it.
of the rest of your family, because your whole family's restless.
Yes.
And I don't know whether because you're the youngest or the smallest that you got to prove something. Well, you ain't proving nothing by throwing something this pretty face, boy. And I'm just going to tell it to you, Hector Guerrero. If you ever try it again, I'm going to kill you, Jack. Do you understand what
I'm
I
gonna
said?
kill
I'm going
you.
to run you over with my car. You want to be nuts? Well, I can be a little nuts too, Daddy. So it ain't playing no wrestling games, Jack. I'm talking about fact. You're not throwing nothing in my face, and you ain't sneaking up behind and doing nothing to the superstar. Because I'm taking you out, brother, and I mean all the way out. And that's a fact, Jack.
Okay, Billy.
Good goddamn. What a wrestling promo. I mean, talk about a yapper. I have no idea what he said, but it sounded exactly like what a wrestling promo should sound like.
I know you got a single match coming up with
Whew.
Hector, and it'll
What a
be
ride.
interesting in there to see whether he can stay away. Watch
That's
that
right.
stuff.
Well, I'm watched it. And the only other thing I got to say
Hey,
is
E-Rod.
Jimmy Jack Funk, Jaggers,
the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez. You all went away to make a reputation. Well, there was two guys staying
Oh, he's
right
still
here.
going.
One was Jerry Lawler, and the other was the superstar. So bring them all into town, Jack, and we'll take care of that. Thank you, Lance.
Okay, Billy.
Thank you,
good
Lance.
luck to you in the coming week. It's going to be a tough.
Oh, here comes Eddie Moron.
Just a minute, we got a real problem with Dr. Diablo's eyes. It's very serious. Something's going to have to be done to stop this. He's left things to get medical attention, but I just want to let the fans know that it is a very serious problem.
Okay, getting some attention for him in there, and like Dundee said, it was meant for him. That's exactly who it was meant for. We have not at all forgotten about Steve Kern. One thing, he won't let us forget about it. We got another interview that Steve sent in, and we agreed that we would in fact play it. Let's take a listen.
Well, looks like you figured out another way of getting out of a match with me, Jerry Lawler. Why don't you show some guts? Why don't you show these people just exactly how tough you are? You're dodging me.
Hey, Lord Piff.
It seems like every time I call up here and try to get a match with you now, Jerry Lawler's in a world tag
Don't forget
team title match.
Daddy.
Jerry
He said
Lawler's
Daddy,
busy.
too.
Jerry Lawler's doing something else. Well, you're going to realize, Lawler, that every time I make an appearance in this area, I'm going to get to you one way or another in that ring.
Anytime I make an appearance in this area.
You may as well just figure it out. Steve Kern is my destiny, because that's exactly what I am.
He got
I'm
Lance's
your destiny,
dick hard.
Lawler. Nobody's as been as serious as I am right now about taking you out, and I'm going to do my damnedest to take you out. So you just
University of
think about it,
Bad
Jerry Lawler.
Dog.
Every time you go to the arena and you see my name anywhere on that card, you think in the
Clown
very back
would have
of your
been great.
mind that I'm going to be coming down to that ring sometime that night, and I'm going to get you because there's
Sometime
no place
that
to
night.
hide, Jerry Lawler. I'm after you, brother.
This is a very vague promo, so we can use it in multiple towns. At some point, wherever I appear, I will be eventually in the ring in that area at a specific time. Oh my God, what is this?
Everybody's talking out there. They're from this organization and that organization. Well, no organization wants the Nasty Boys because we're too mean and too nasty.
That's right, Lance. Let me tell you something. Along with this new image comes a new attitude.
Lesbians.
We just don't care anymore.
And let me tell you something, Steve Kern. We don't care. You need an attitude adjustment, and the Nasty Boys are gonna give it to you. You see our new boots? These are butt-kicking boots, baby. And we're going all the way.
I don't find out.
I don't want any samples either.
We don't care no more.
So they're in their, like, first iteration of the shirts. But this, it looks like they went to like a kid's birthday party and got their face paint done.
The new Nasty Boys with that entirely new look and those big new boots down
What's
there.
up, Joe
Boy,
Shabatoni?
those things they look like they are about 2 sizes bigger than the ones they used to wear. The Nasty Boys, big rugged team of Brian Knobs and Jerry Sag. And I'm certain that in the coming week they will be looking forward to some action going in that War of the Worlds Battle Royal. We were going to get, before we started the big main event, on their way to the ring to get the commission out here, and finally here they come.
Let's get the commission out here.
The Prince, Don Bass.
Now wait, I thought that Drug Addict and the Hawaiian were against the commission. They were going to shut down the commission. They were going to put him out of commission, something like that.
Focus you got hanging on your nose and see what's going on around you, fool. Because you thought the commission was dead. You and everybody else been putting us on the back burner. And I don't appreciate it. You understand what I'm saying? Now some things been going on around here that I don't like. See, like everybody in this world is getting title shots and wrestling Jerry Lawler and that Funky Dundee. When these are the two men that should be in the ring with him. Have you forgot the cage match which we left from land, sucker?
I didn't really care for him for a long time, but he's grown on me during this run here.
This is only just the beginning. Because do y'all want Lawler and Dundee? We want it right now. I'm telling you right now.
You got him right now because you got a big expiration of time match, and he's going to be involved.
Hey, somebody gonna be in serious trouble because the Prince don't never lie, sucker.
Okay, Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, King Carl Fergie, Don Bass on one
Carl
side. of the
Fergie,
ring.
let's go.
And they're heading up to it as we get ready to go with our expiration of time match.
All right. Lawler, Dundee, and the Nasty Boys scheduled to be out here going against him. Here they come. There's superstar Bill Dundee.
Oh my God, that outfit.
Jerry Sag and Brian Knobs, the Nasty Boys.
Now that you said that, that's all I can think about when I see Carl Fergie as Mouse. He's one of multiple kings in the territory. In 97? Wow.
Prince feels like he's been overlooked. And he's saying, don't ever count me out again. We're trying to get a little order, and that is going to be very difficult to
Well, they had him stuck under that mask for a long time in, what was it, Fire and the Flame? Fire and Flame, something like that. Boy, look at this big whale of an 8-man tag match.
King, Jerry Lawler, starting against Paul Diamond. Diamond out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. Lawler out of Memphis, Tennessee.
For the Thorposphere. Who would team with Grace, though?
Diamond and Don Bass discussing something. I don't know what that's all about.
Grace claimed no allies on the under questioning.
Lawler's got time for
It'd have to be a handicap match.
King Carl Fergie.
Plus, he's not, I mean, Carl Fergie's not bad. He's decent on the mic. He looks like a wrestler. And what little wrestling they have him do, he's passable. Grace and McKenzie. McKenzie, kind of a deep bench pick, though, right? Not a streamer.
And he's telling Diamond, no, you're doing fine. You stay in there.
That would feel like Grace and a fan, I think. But I have been hearing that Mackenzie's been doing a lot lately. So maybe she's risen through the ranks quite a bit.
Whip across the way into the turnbuckles, and Paul Diamond feeling pretty good. He goes into the corner after the King. Lawler reverses him into the turnbuckles across the way. Diamond ran into a right hand. Diamond looking to the corner. King Carl Fergie looking for somewhere else to go.
I'm going to clip it, Joe, but I'm going to zoom the camera in on Grace's tits for the entire clip.
Here's Tanaka.
Tanaka, though, takes the tag from his partner. The other half of Bad Company in there with Lawler.
Replicate the Mark Fusion viewing experience. Ben Grace and Adam versus Lalo, Ruby, and Ava. Wow. Grace was on Lolcow Rejects, too, with Lalo and some other people. Ben was on for a little bit. Was around for a while. Oh, Grace and Jimmy, the guy in Fresno? Oh, no. No. Jimmy would not like Grace at all. He would definitely see her as a blonde-haired temptress, evil. He'd pick right up on her, on the like, demonic energy. Moving with a polycule with Boogie.
Having a little problem within the submission up there. Oh, look out. Do submissions act like that?
Yeah, Jimmy would not like the way that well, maybe he might deep down like it, but he definitely wouldn't admit it. He would be, Joe, but he would hate the fact that he was, and he would like punish himself, I think. The C-cupper cut. Hey Joe, when I post my edit of the Ruby Grace face-off, should I title it like whatever and then put Mark's version at the end, like Taylor's version?
First ball goes to the team of the Nasty Boys, Lawler and Dundee. We will be back in just a moment. We're out of time. I appreciate after what happened in there. I appreciate the problem.
They want the match, Lance, and I'm going to add the match this week. They've got the match.
Okay,
they got it, baby.
Company against Bass and Fergie in there, and I don't blame them one bit. We are just flat out of time, Davey. We're not going to really have a chance to recap.
You guys want to watch a Tony Yeoman or Savvy Guy?
For the War of the Worlds, it's about.
I got just enough time to watch something like that. Let's look at Tony Yeoman because he's had some really interesting looking videos lately. I'm a little bit behind. Okay, let's see. Oh my God! Look how long this one is. 37 minutes for a box of Church's chicken. This one was really good. How long is that one? 35. How much time do I got? Well, shit. I don't think. Well, let's watch this one. Fried pork chops, seasoned fried rice, corn on the cob. I'm drinking that crazy cowboy lager. Looks like Stanley from The Office.
What's up with it? Watch this video to the end, y'all. Check out what I got today, man. I got fried pork chops, my seasoned fried rice, and corn on the cob with 2 motherfucking peppers on the side, baby. Yeah.
Like, this feels like it's by comparison that it's that this is a much more like moderate meal, but I still feel like there's like a lot of food there. Like, I still feel like it's a pretty big plate.
Yeah, baby, look at that, y'all. Don't they look good? That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Man, look at that. Look at that. Look at that shit, man.
The corn on the cob eating too is completely unhinged.
I got,
usually, anyway.
A crazy cowboy lager. I thought it was more liquor, but it said lager, so it's whatever, man. Someone suggested that I get a crazy cowboy. I ain't never tried this shit before. I don't think I'm gonna really do much, but we're gonna find out, man. Oh, shit, man. All right, y'all, man.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. A reasonable meal for Tony. Got to say these grace. We thank you this day for the sea cuppers.
Amen. Ooh, man, let me get a sip of this real quick, man. Before I get with these shout-outs.
They really made an impression, Joe.
Ah, man. Hey, it tastes pretty good, man. I'm gonna see how fast it hit me, man. Cause you know I like for alcohol to hit me quick. So I'm gonna see how fast this beer is gonna take to hit me, man. Ooh, man. All right, y'all, let me get these shout-outs, boy.
Here come the shout-outs.
And the first shout-out.
2 fried
I
pork
might say
chops
this
is a
name
lot of
wrong.
food. I feel, for me, I would feel
Gil-
like it would be.
Puerto Rico, Kirby. I appreciate you watching me. I really, really do. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Puerto Rico, Kirby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Puerto Rico, Kirby. I want to give a shout out to Carol Campbell. I appreciate you watching me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Carol Campbell. I want to give a shout out to Master of None.
What's that? Is this like a hidden QR code you can scan? Is Tony part of like an augmented reality game?
I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Master of None. I want to give a shout out to Time Will Heal Pain XOX Kisses. Was that 9384? I thank you, Time Will Heal Pain XOXO Kisses 9384. I appreciate you watching me. I really, really do, man.
Oh my God.
My last shout out. I want to give a shout out.
This
to
one goes out to Benjamin
Cut
Thorpe,
the
y'all.
Fluff Sports Media TV. Cut the Fluff Sports Media TV. He had his own channel. I'm gonna need this.
I felt like the C-cuppers were communicating directly with me. They were like, Thorpe Alert needs more clips. Thorpe Alert needs more clips.
The description. I'm gonna leave the information in the
Like
description.
Aquaman when he hears from the
So go
sea
check him
animals.
out.
That's what it was like.
And I want to give a shout out to Cut the Flood Sports Media TV wife.
What?
Pig Feet 50. She loved watching my channel, and I thank you. I thank
Wild
you. Thank
promos
you.
on
I love
Memphis
every
this
last
week,
one of
yeah.
y'all, and I appreciate it. Keep watching me. Keep watching me. I thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, man. Am I feeling this beer yet, man? Shit.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Let me get on something to eat, man. I'm hungry, boy. Ooh, man. Let me get some of this hot sauce put on my rice, baby. Ooh, boy, look at that, boy. Put on my put on my rice. Put on my pork chops. Yeah, baby. Man.
Oh no, right
Boy,
off the
keep
bat.
good, boy. Yeah, boy.
I like the random, damn boy.
That's some good shit, boy. It ain't just good shit, it's wonderful shit. Huh?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. When I went to the gas station, I didn't go to the gas station and get this beer. I just ended up with this beer. No? I went to the gas station to find some Boom Farm.
Huh? Oh, Boone's Farms.
And I couldn't find that shit, man. There's a lot of shit getting hard to find now. I can't even find Code 45. I used to find that shit like easy. I can't find Old English. Shit, I can't find Boom Farm. I don't know why. I don't know what's up. I don't know if the shit ain't selling good like it used to or what.
Oh my, he's so panicked.
But for some reason, I'm having a hard time finding this shit, man. It was the guy who's working there, right? No. It's like the Middle Eastern people, man. He was over in one aisle putting up chips and shit. I'm gonna say, man, I'm trying to find a Boom Foom. He goes, what's that? I'm like, motherfuckers, to wine, man. Y'all on this motherfucker. Don't you know what this shit is, man? He says, wine?
He's
said,
so
man,
hostile.
Don't you stock this shit? Man, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Then again, maybe he don't, because they didn't have this shit, man. And if they did have this shit, I didn't see this shit, right?
Tony Yo-Man is in the middle of this gas station looming over this Asian owner, yelling at him about Boone's Farms and questioning why he doesn't have knowledge of every product in the store.
I didn't want to go back and ask him, man. I should say, but I can't find this shit. Because this motherfucker, man, he was stinking, man. My head still hurting. I'm like, man, how you motherfucker come to work smelling like that, man?
They're just heavy, S-Mouse. Yeah, Boone's Farms, like, if you don't know the brand, it's like a super cheap, it's like a super cheap wine, but like,
oh shit, man,
it gets the job done. To this man, he's alive right now. I'm gonna tell Tony I can't find Boone's Farms either.
I got this beer. I remember someone in the comment section said, man, try that cowboy beer. So I forgot who exactly it was, man, but you know who I'm talking about if you're watching. But yeah, man. So yeah, I asked him, man, where the Boone from was. They didn't even sell EMD up there, man. Look, man, some shit just getting hard to find. I don't know why. A lot of this old school shit's getting hard to find, man. But it's pissing me the fuck off, man, shit.
Uh-oh, his wife's getting involved.
I mean, these people own the store. And then when you ask them for something, they're like they don't know what you're talking about, man. And they the motherfucker that stock the shit. They're the ones that order the shit for the store. I find it soon later. I know somebody got this shit.
So there's a conspiracy about Boone's Farms, I guess. We'll have to dig into it.
Well, I know my damn head hurt, bro. Oh, man. Why they smell like that? But I do know why they smell like that, man. But damn, cool.
One pork chop down.
Either, man. It's a good thing they own that motherfucker. Because they had to get a regular job with regular peoples, they would have got fired, man. Them motherfuckers don't want to smell that shit.
He really, like, shit sticks with him when he's out in the world. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's going to tear this up, man.
Yeah, man.
That's his favorite. I gotta wait another year for that shit. Maybe.
Smelling some funky ass dude, man. Shit stuck in my head. That smell is stuck in my hand. It's stuck in my brain, man.
We'll try to find some. Maybe we can mail it to his P.O. box. Is that legal?
Like everything I eat smell like this motherfucker.
Can you mail wine?
Pick your corn up. Smell like that motherfucker.
Oh, no, I don't think you're supposed to mail liquids.
Smell like that motherfucker. I pick up this motherfucking pepper. It smell like that motherfucker. I take a sip of this beer. I can still smell that motherfucker. I'm not exaggerating, man.
How was the French bread pizza? It was good.
I'm gonna take out shit, man.
I'm gonna do a taste test on one eventually, but I was too high to film anything else that night.
Oh, boy, I'm feeling that beer.
Oh, that was just last night. I felt like it was like a week ago.
Oh shit, man.
You know what? That
damn, boy.
The sauce on those, that's just like the Aldi brand, whatever their generic pizza brand is, but the sauce on it is really good. It's like actual, most of the frozen pizza sauce is just kind of like pretty bland, but this was actually like really good sauce.
It took a little time, man. But I feel that motherfucker now, boy.
Yeah, I would say so, Cody Turbo. That's what everyone I knew drank when I was in high school and like my early 20s. I like how he eats this. Is this is this the norm, would you say, to eat a pork chop like this or no? I don't know anything about pork chops. I've never eaten a pork chop before.
The bigger piece of fat right here, man. You know, if somebody emailed me with some bullshit, man.
Here we go.
Well, it really wasn't bullshit, man. They said, Tony, why you don't talk about Trump no more? Man, fuck that motherfucker. I get tired of talking about that dude, man. Shit.
I think Tony just realizes that it's he's not going to change anybody's minds. All it does is get him upset and stressed out. He gets into it in the comments, and then he's upset in the next video. It's just not, you know what I mean? He's not changing any minds, so why stress himself and the viewers out? Unless he's like passionate about it, which he's not a political commentator.
What happens, going to happen, right? No matter what I say, there's a lot of motherfuckers on YouTube talking about Trump. They saying good shit about him, they saying bad shit about him. So what I say don't mean nothing, no. And they said, Tommy, you thinking about Elon and Trump? I'm gonna just I'm going to just talk about this, and I don't want to talk about this motherfucker no more, really. I already knew Elon Trump was going to work out. And the reason why I knew this shit, Trump got an ego. He got an ego problem. Number one, Elon was getting too much attention. He was trying to call shots. And Trump don't like motherfuckers calling shots. He don't give a damn how much money you gave there. Trump, he just started the show. Yeah, shit, nigga. And I already knew Elon was a motherfucking drug addict, man. Just by the way he look and that. You know, I used to sell that shit, man. I know how the motherfucker look.
I used to sell that shit, I know. What a quote from Tony Yeoman.
So yeah, man. He walking around with a black eye and shit. I don't know who really hit his ass, man. He talking about his kid did it. No, that motherfucker probably did his own. I don't know who hit his motherfucker now. Now he made somebody mad. Oh man.
He's turning the corner.
But yeah, man. Fuck them motherfuckers, man. I got better things to do and better things to talk about besides them motherfuckers, man.
I like when he talks about it.
No matter what I say, he ain't gonna change nothing, man. So I'm basically wasting my time talking about them people, man.
I do agree with that, though. If you don't enjoy it, then you shouldn't.
No matter what they do, or whatever, no matter what Trump do, or whatever bill he signs, or whatever bill he creates, good or bad, we gotta deal with it. So fuck it, man.
That's a real theme for this week. Letting go and moving on.
Oh, man, that's good, boy. Man. Oh, man, boy, I'm feeling that shit down, boy.
I keep seeing people saying it was Stephen Miller.
Oh, man. Look at this shit, boy. I'm just eating and talking, boy.
I'm just eating and talking. Hell yeah,
What's
Tony.
my food is gone. Oh, man.
We're going to watch the cheesy spaghetti one in the morning. I can't wait. I've really been looking forward to it.
Oh, man. That was good, boy. That was good as a motherfucker, boy. That hit the motherfucking spot, man. Shit. It hit your motherfucking spot.
Hit your spot, brother. Hit your spot,
Did it
daddy.
hit
Hit
your
your
motherfucking
spot,
spot?
boy. Hit your spot, brother. Hit your spot, dude. Hit your spot,
Yeah,
man.
did it hit your motherfucking spot?
Hit your spot, Jack.
No, shit, nigga. All right, man. I'm done with that shit, boy.
Oh, my God. I was going to say, he can't be done yet.
Ooh, man.
Now, this is where I'm liking the new Tony Yo-Man content, is the
That's some
post-food.
good shit, man.
He used to end it after the food.
I got another letter ticket, y'all.
Oh, Tony's doing
My
scratch-offs.
glasses, oh, shit, man.
New Tony Yo-Man clip incoming.
Man. Oh,
When will it end? I don't know.
this right here, this is a $3 lottery ticket. It's called Texas Lottery. Oh, shit, man.
Shit, man.
I'm not going to even read the instructions, man. Because, I don't really need to because I'm going to scan the motherfucker, man.
I'm going to scan the motherfucker.
So they got the caller's card. They got the caller's card. And some bonus shit up here, man. The fuck is all this shit? $50,000 top prize. Some of that shit's in Spanish, man. I can't read this shit, man. I bought some. A lot of this shit's in Spanish. I can't read this shit, man. Damn. It's like half Spanish, half English, man. Shit,
This is fantastic.
I'm
This is Boyd, baby. This is Boyd, brother.
Oh, shit, man. Leave it here, man.
Does he even know to tell if he won or not?
But at least it's not in Chinese, I guess, shit, man. I can understand some Spanish words. They read a bunch of pictures and shit, man. All right. They call this card. Let me see. Man, let me scratch these numbers off, man. Oh, all these pictures, man. They call this card. It's a guitar. Oh, shit, man.
This is life-affirming content.
Yeah, cuz.
Drunk uncle content. Damn, cuz. I think this is great. These post-food segments are they're going really well.
I don't know if I won or not, man. Y'all see that shit? Can y'all tell if I won anything, man? Oh, shit. I'm gonna just scan that motherfucker, man. Shit. A lot of this shit's in Spanish, man. I don't know what it's
Tony's got his phone in a Ziploc bag.
I don't know if I won or not, man. Shit.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Fascinating.
This right here, man. It's an old ass phone. This phone right here, man. You know, every time I get a new phone, I keep my old phone, man. Just to do shit with them. This phone here is like, I don't know what, 5 years old?
A man. We need to do a man count.
I just kept the motherfucker. Ooh, said not a winner. Alright, y'all, man. Not a motherfucking winner. I didn't win shit. Oh, shit, man.
Do you want me to put that as the quote on the thumbnail? Like, I'll put the picture of Tony with his glasses, and then the text will say, didn't win shit.
I'm gonna hit big one day. I already know I'm gonna get all that motherfucking money. All the money I played over the years, when the lottery first started, I'm gonna win all that money back plus some, man. I wonder how much money I spent playing lottery since that shit started, man. So calculate it up.
Adding it up when you first started it.
Shit. Well, how much I spent? I bet you. I don't know. I know it's a lot, man. I know it's a lot of shit.
I didn't win shit, man.
Give me some more of this rice, man. Shit.
Here comes the eye contact part of the show.
Man, I'm drinking the rest of this damn beer. This is good beer, man. Man, boy. These beers, man, I remember seeing Cowboy. I never bought Cowboy, but I remember seeing this shit. I remember these motherfuckers be 99 cents, man. This shit here was like $3 and something, man. Shit, my damn shame how much everything costs now, man.
Oh my God. The drunken transition.
It's like the cheap shit costs more than expensive shit now. You know? Shit, my damn shame how much everything costs now, man.
It's great. That really caught me off guard.
It's like the cheap shit costs more than expensive shit now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't cost, you know, it's like expensive shit. You know? In the cheap shit. It's damn near about the same price for the cheap shit and the expensive shit now, man. Cause see, man, this was a cheaper, right? It was like $3.69. You can buy like a regular bud, shit, for $3.25. Shit. I don't know, man. Shit.
I love when the people get real, like, existential and
until next time, baby.
in their feelings.
Time. Subscribe, baby, subscribe. Like, share, comment.
Oh, me too, yeah.
And all that bullshit.
I just like that I get all of my cultural referencing from people like Tony Yeoman. Wow. It was a good video. I'm loving the post-food segments. That's where we got the story about the naked man. Now we've got this amazing lottery ticket clip, which I definitely am going to clip. I didn't win shit, man. All right, I got to go. I'll be back tomorrow, though, for Boit Watch. What a lineup Boit Watch is going to be. Holy shit. I got a bunch of new people to show you. I think at least one person that maybe is just documenting their legal case, but I'm not sure. Old favorites, new favorites. Vinny Slugga's dad. Vinny shows off his new beard. I mean, come on. All right, but I'm going to go.